the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? Just that boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, man, we back up in this BI, man. Hey, man, today feel like a damn Friday. For some reason. The reason why, though, is because we had a short week. I think, well, in America, it was a holiday. I'm pretty sure in the UK it wasn't. You know what I mean? I don't know what days, do they have like government holidays in the UK or not? I have no idea, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, man, it just seemed like the day seemed like a Friday to me. You know what I mean? So, tomorrow we will have a live, but it's going to be late. The live is probably going to be like 5 o'clock East Coast time. The live is probably going to be like 5 o'clock East Coast time, somewhere between 5 and 5:30, and we'll rock on for like an hour and a half or whatever. Because I'm gonna be on the plane, so you know what I mean. But as soon as I touch down, get to the hotel, I'll probably go live. But still, I got to pack up all my stuff. I have a couple of clothes, a few clothes to wash and stuff like that. But some clothes, not a couple, but some clothes to wash, and that's it. But let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. I've been wanting to talk about this topic, man, because some people came in the chat, were saying a couple of things. We do know that the Crawford and Spence fight is a reality. You know what I mean? So we know that's going down like the Titanic. And I just wanted to know, I was thinking about the undercard. And what made me think about it was I saw an interview with Keith Thurman. Now, you guys know that Keith Thurman is from the Bay Area. He's not from Tampa, Florida, like myself. He ain't from the West Side, but he is from Clearwater, which we share the Gulf together. So it's Clearwater, St. Petersburg, and then Tampa, right? So, you know what I mean? So, it's the Bay Area. You get what I'm saying? Like a tri-state or something like of that sort. Tri-county or whatever. You know what I mean? But I say all that, well, not tri-county, but, but you get what I'm trying to say. So, you know what I mean? So, so ever since he started doing that flim-flam and, doing a whole lot of talking, we love to talk. But then when he started getting injured, so he say, didn't he want to hold on to the belts? It's like once he made a few dollars and then he won the 2 belts, the WBA and the WBC strap. He beat, let's see, he beat, who did he beat for the WBA? I think he beat, I forgot who he beat for the WBA strap. You know what I mean? I forgot who he beat for that strap. He beat, what's my main man name? Sean Porter. I don't know. No, Sean Porter had the WBC. He beat Sean Porter, took the WBC from him, and then he beat Danny Garcia, took the WBA from him. If I could, it's either that, as a matter of fact, I think that's exactly how it went down, right? So he beat him first. You know what I mean? Before anybody got to him, he beat him first. I think he gave Danny Garcia his first loss. Kell Brook gave Sean Porter his first loss. Keith Thurman gave Sean Porter his second loss. And then when he fought Errol Spence gave him his third loss, if I'm not mistaken. He should have had 4 because I think Ugas had beat him. But they robbed Ugas, but who cares? It is what it is. Now, let's get into the show. Because I was thinking about this, right? And Keith Thurman, we don't rock with him like that. We not like what you gonna learn about Florida? We reserve the right to switch out on you in any given time. True. If you start shaking like booty meat, ain't moving like a champion, El Campeon is supposed to move, then guess what? We'll throw your ass in the bay. True. For real though. We ain't even playing over here, boy. What? Yeah, so all over here is what have you done for me lately? That's how we do it in Florida. It's what have you done for me lately? We don't sit back. Well, yeah, Keith Thurman, he unified champion. And, he was that man back in the day. Yeah, you're right. Back in the day. What is he today? Nothing. What? He ain't nothing right now. Right now, he just, You know, the ponytail gone. He look older now. And it is what it is. It is what it is. So, you know, he the first one that started trying to stall people out, not wanting to fight him because they say Errol Spence wanted to fight him. Same side of the street. And then some say, you know what I mean? So went to running around, shucking and jiving. But let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the show. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Who else in there? All right, let's see. Who else in there? Yeah, shout out to Jackie Hernandez, Green Eyes P, and Lisa Bell. Let's get into this show. Now, this motherfucker Keith Thurman get on my goddamn nerves. Keith Thurman has been out of the ring, guys, as you know, for 16 months as of to date. In a recent interview with Marcos Vegas of Fight Hub TV, Thurman spoke of the disappointment of not being able to land the Errol Spence fight. He also spoke about him, his team, and Al Haymon tried to use politics and political tactics in order to force a Spence fight. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, you know, what we gonna do? We gonna reach out to the WBC, and what the WBC all of a sudden. See, let me tell y'all something. This is the playbook fresh out of Al Haymon's. This is the book plays fresh out of Al Haymon's playbook. If you think about 2018, when Spence and Crawford first met up, when they met up at the famous, I think, Mighty Mo Hooker fight, and Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack, he did a really good job in catching that interaction, that conversation on camera. And you know, so and you know, and they were talking about bet $1 million, and Crawford say Spence say bet 100,000, and Crawford say bet $1 million, and all that stuff there. And he said Crawford too light in the ass, he'll crush him, and this and that, yada 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 yada. Well, in that interview, Crawford asked him. He said, "What he said? What he said? What he said?" He said, "Hold on, y'all be quiet. I want to hear this." And Spence say, he said, I'm gonna fight Danny, and then I might fight Mikey, then I'm gonna fight Sean. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then maybe Thurman or something of that sort. And so Crawford say, he didn't mention me, huh? He say, nah, he ain't mention you. I didn't mention your name. Okay. The guy who works for him, right? Now, Keith Thurman always felt like, I'm giving you all a backstory. Keith Thurman felt like, look, I'm always going to get that Errol Spence fight because Al Haymon promised him you're going to get this Spence fight. Because Keith Thurman was always in the equation. I told you guys, when I met Crawford, I told him in his face. I said, look here, man, you was never in the equation. I said, the boy told you in 2018 who he was fighting. He said Al had his next 4 fights planned out for him. Now, giving you a backstory. Now, of course, Spence bucked against it this time. You know what I mean? He say, no, I'm fuck Keith Thurman. I want to fight Crawford. And then Crawford been trying to fight a nigga for years, so they finally made that happen. We have a fight coming up July 29th. But where does that leave Keith Thurman, though? Where does that leave Keith Thurman? As a matter of fact, when Keith Thurman came back after his 2-year, almost 2.5-year hiatus after losing to Manny Pacquiao, he fought Mario Barrios, a 140-pounder, who moved up. His first fight, he fought Keith Thurman. And then all of a sudden, after he beat Barrios, Keith Thurman has moved up to number 1. That means he's the best.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
So you ask yourself, how did that happen? Come to find out that, you know, from what I've heard, I don't have any receipts on this, but from what I've heard, they're saying that when Keith Thurman gave his belt up, his WBC belt up, he was promised by the powers that be that, hey, Keith, as soon as you come back, we're going to make sure that you're going to be the first one to get a shot at your title since you voluntarily gave it up or something of that sort. So when Keith Thurman came back and beat Mario Barrios, all of a sudden, voila, he's ranked number 1. He jumped over Boots. He jumped over Virgil Ortiz, who was 1 and 2 in the WBC. Jump over both of them. He became number 1 after Mario's victory.
True.
Mario Barrios. So in Keith Thurman's mind, I'm going to get this fight. Al Haymon going to make sure I get it. We're going to put some pressure on Spence. We're going to, you know what I mean? Through the politics, I'm going to talk to Al. You know, we're going to talk to Mauricio. And this is what it's going to be. What they didn't take into the equation, that this time Spence was like, Al, I always listen to everything you say, Al. Everything you say, Al, man, you know, I always listen to you. You know, I always thank you first and everything, man. You know, you my everything. But man, this one time, Al, I'm not gonna listen to you. They didn't take that into equation. You know, Spence and Crawford talking to each other on the phone directly. No call Al Haymon. Al Haymon relayed a message back to Spence. Spence called Al and then relayed a message back to Crawford's team. No, ain't none of that. It was no. We need me and you two bosses. We need to talk together. Since I say I'm my own boss, even though I call Al, and you your own boss, you ain't got no promotion. So you got your promotion in the company. So we need to come together and talk together now. Soon as they did that, bam, here it go. Al, look here, man. I know I always listen to you, man, but check this out. Me and Crawford came to an agreement. That's 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we get you. That's out the door. We ain't worried about that. Get him 8 figures. I'm going to get 8 figures. Get in contact with Showtime. The white folks, they going to put the money up. That's what we agreed upon. That's that guarantee for both of us. That's that. Whatever on the back end, we'll work that out some other time. But let's make that happen. And then, bam. And they say, Keith Thurman is out of the equation.
True.
So Thurman spoke on the disappointment of not being able to land the Errol Spence fight. He also spoke about him and his team trying to force, use boxing politics to force Errol Spence to fight him. When asked, would he fight on the Spence Crawford undercard, Keith Thurman said no. Let me repeat that. When asked, would he fight on the Spence Crawford undercard, Keith Thurman said no. Keith feels that he's still a headliner and not an undercard fighter. Keith Thurman is no longer relevant in the welterweight division anymore. More so even in goddamn boxing.
True.
In his last pay-per-view with Mario Barrios, flippity flopped. It sold 40,000 pay-per-view buys. I think that right there, what that is, triple wood, that shit went wood.
True.
You ain't go platinum, you ain't go gold, you didn't go silver, you didn't go bronze, you went triple wood.
True.
And as for Jerron Boots Ennis, he hasn't fought nobody since he's been a pro. His last fight was against a guy named Karen in January. It only makes sense in my eyes for Keith Thurman, keep some once upon a time Thurman. It only makes sense in my eyes. See, Keith, you ain't fighting nobody. And Jerron Ennis, you damn sure and you ain't fighting nobody. You got 30 fights. I don't know 3 people you fought. You know what I mean? I probably can think of it off my head, but there were 3 tomato cans. But you get what I'm saying, though? And then, so it only makes sense for Keith Thurman and Jerron Ennis to fight each other on the Spence Crawford undercard.
True.
To me.
True.
It would give the fans an opportunity to get back acclimated with both fighters again. Because Boots ain't got no fans really outside of the Alphabet Boys, which ain't but a handful of them in Philly. Don't nobody really know who he is. They hearing about him, but you know what I mean? He ain't had a coming out party yet because he ain't fought nobody. That's just the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? And it'll also give them the exposure that both of them need. Now, don't you say, what you mean about Keith Thurman? Everybody know who Keith Thurman is. No, man, listen, bro. Like boxing no change, fam. Like people got a short-term memory. People ain't thinking about what Keith Thurman did. Like people don't forget all about, oh man, Keith Thurman, he used to be unified welterweight champion. Yeah, but he been bullshit.
True.
If I pull up his resume and show you how many fights Keith Thurman has had in the past 3-4 years, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Right? And he's from the Bay. He's from my areas. He's from the Bay. So I reserve right to criticize him if I want to. Any nigga got a problem with it, the hell with you.
True.
Now, question I have for you guys is this. What do you guys think about Thurman versus Boots Ennis on the undercard of Spence versus Crawford? And who else would you guys like to see on this undercard for Undisputed? Let's give it a better round of applause. Yeah. He talking about I'm not no undercard fighter. I'm still a headliner. No, you not. Who told Keith Thurman he was still a headliner? Nigga, you ain't, as a matter, let me pull up the dude's resume. Let me pull it up right quick. Nigga, you fought one time, hold on. Shit, between you and Boots. Shit. Between you and Puss in Boots, let me see what's up. Hold on, let's go to Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman. Let's see. One time. Let's see what one time did. Pull him up right quick. This nigga from Florida. This nigga here from Florida making us look bad. He making the Bay look bad. Man, this man don't fault shit. In 4 years, 1, 2, 3. Keith Thurman don't fought 3 times in 4 years. In 4 years. 3 times. Shit, in 1, 2, 3, 4. In 5 years, Keith Thurman has fought 5 times. He's fought 5 times in 5 years. This nigga here. Making the Bay look bad. Niggas around here trying. Nigga. I was talking to my homeboy. He said, yeah, dog, I was out of town. And he said, I was out of town. I think he said he was in I think it was in Atlanta or somewhere. Yeah, I was out of town, dog. I let niggas know I'm from the Bay, and niggas went to try me left and right. I said, why they tried you? They said, yeah, we know you saw from the Bay, nigga. You know, Keith Thurman from your city, you know what I mean? And that nigga ain't fought since 79. And when he fought, he went life and death with Mario Barrios. You know what I mean? So Keith Thurman making the city look bad, man.
True.
Making the city look bad, dog. Making the city look bad. You know, before we get into the show, we like to say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being that God ever created on the planet Earth, according to the Alphabet Boys and the Pro PBC guys, Mr. Al Haymon.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
I got a couple of things I want to do before I drop the phone lines. And we got over 300 people in here and less than 100 likes. This is unacceptable. As a matter of fact, this is not only unacceptable, this is beyond unacceptable. How the hell we got over 300 people in here? Matter of fact, let me put this on subscriber mode. How the hell we got over 300 people in here and less than 100 likes? Like, what y'all hate watching? You know, hey, I can't stand that whole ass nigga, dog. And shit, I ain't fuck that nigga. I'm gonna watch the nigga shit, but I ain't hitting the like button. Anyway, is y'all hate watching? I'm trying to figure that out. You get what I'm saying? How the hell we got 320 people in here and less than 100 likes? Come on, man. Now, oh yeah, another thing too. Anybody that don't hit the like button, normally I dedicate this to the haters. But anybody that don't hit the like button, normally I would dedicate this to the haters. 3 times, like Dr. Umar Johnson say. Normally I reserve this for the haters. But anybody that don't hit the like button, Riley, get them.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Now let's get into this here, man. I want to show you guys something. I want you guys to hear this shit. Now this nigga Keith Thurman pissing me off. There's some dudes right now, diehard Keith Thurman fans. I'm telling you right now, my city, we ain't think about that nigga, man. I'm telling you right now. We're telling you right now. Once upon a time, we ain't think about him like that there. You know, when this nigga said, yeah, man, you know, I ain't fighting no undercard or Spence Crawford. I'm not a headliner. I'm a headliner. No, you not. How the hell you a headliner? Your last fight, you did 40,000. You went triple wood. Nigga, you went triple wood on the pay-per-view. Wait, what not anybody taking for you?
True.
You stuck in the past. See, Keith Thurman stuck in the past. That's his problem. Keith Thurman still stuck once upon a time, perfect combination. You remember that song by Stacey Lattisaw and Johnny Gill? Perfect combination. You caught up on that. You know what I mean? You thinking it's still, yeah, man, people know what time it is. You better not duck me, son. No, that ain't you no more. That ain't you no more, fam.
True.
That ain't you no more.
True.
That ain't you no more. Let's see what Keith once upon a time, ran out of time, baby mama ain't got no time, Thurman got to say.
To you like always.
Oh man, likewise. So wait, are you training for a fight? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, we don't have our.
Hold on, check this out. Hold on. He asked him, is he training for a fight? Man, I mean, the only thing that nigga training for is to sit out again. He been out, shit. Is he training for a fight? Hell no, he ain't training for no damn fight. Shit, if you look at the last 3 fights he had, you know what I mean? His last 3 fights, what he fought. In the past 3 years, he had, a couple of fights? Let's get the super chat. Let's get the super chat, man. Shout out to Ebo Sosa. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, hit the like button. He said, Keith went to Tibet, got pussy whipped. He said, and then he said, that's when the downfall started. He boxed in the box and gave up boxing. Man, I'm just saying, okay, well, listen, I ain't got a problem with that. If he want to fall in love and get whipped to get mad, that's fine. But don't be wasting our time. Don't be wasting our time telling, yeah, man, one time we back. One time, this one time Thurman. Listen, your city don't mess with you, dog. Your city don't mess with you. That's all. We ain't rocking with him. I'm just telling you right now. Until the nigga get right, we ain't rocking with him. See, Florida is not like a lot of these other boxing states. The way we in the what have you done for me lately business. That's how we roll. Especially me. I could tell you me. What have you done for me lately? Yeah, nigga, what you did 3 years ago, that was fine. Yeah, that's cool. Nigga, but the past 3 years, you ain't did a goddamn thing. And you doing interviews, you coming back talking like you still the top dog, like you still the biggest pork chop on the plate, like you the big piece of chicken. You know what I mean? At dinner time, when the family sit down and eat, you talking like you the head honcho. You know what I mean? Like them days over with, baby boy. Errol Spence got 3 belts now. Crawford got one of the belts that he had 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And now they're fixing to fight each other, and you assed out right now. Keep sometime, Thurman. Once upon a time. Never was a time. You know what I mean? You assed out right now. You on the outside looking in. Right now, you should be trying to get back into the good graces of the boxing fans. I can say that because the nigga from my area, so I don't give a damn. You should be trying to get back into the good graces of the boxing fans. All that, yeah, man, nah, dogs, you don't understand, see? I don't fight on another nigga undercard. Spence Crawford, that's cool. Yeah, you need to be fighting on that undercard because there's going to be a lot of people there that if tickets probably going to be sold out. And the people can get acclimated about, oh, yeah, that's Keith. You and Boots, you just fought Karen. I know you don't want to fight. I know you don't want to fight another Karen. You get what I'm saying? You 30-0, 75 knockouts, and I can't tell you 2 people who you fought. You fought Karen, and you fought some dude from Canada who laid down. He didn't even come up to fight. You hit the nigga 2-3 times. He just folded and just sat there and then went to hugging you and giving you a dap when the fight was over with. Come on, man. So instead of fighting Karen, fight Keith. And instead of being once upon a time Keith Thurman, fight Boots and let everybody see this is the time Keith Thurman.
True.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So shit, do anybody know Keith Thurman is a professional boxer right now? Do anybody know that? The nigga look like a grandpa right now. Anyway, let's go.
But I know it's all in the works.
Oh man, likewise. So wait, are you training for a fight? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, we have.
I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Shout out to Marcos Vegas. Salute to you, fam.
We don't have our date announced, but I know it's all in the works. We got this big pay-per-view coming up. But I know me and I will be talking shortly, and there'll be announcements hitting because your boys got to get back this summer. We got caught up in a little bit of a political stanza. But I'm still happy to be here, because at the end of the day, man, we wish to be at the top. You get at the top, things get a little political, but everything's a blessing in disguise at the end of the day, man. No,
this old talking ass nigga here. You what do you say? You're blessed to get to the top, and when you get to the top, everything becomes a little bit of political. Hold on. Let's start right there. Nigga, who the hell told you was at the top? You used to be at the top. Keep sometime, Thurman. You ain't at the top no more. You got some other niggas don't leapfrog you now. I don't care what the WBC did. They made you number 1, but there's some niggas don't leapfrog you now. Yeah, things get a little bit political. No. You decided not to fight. You decided. Hold on, let's pull this up again. Shit, this nigga here. Oh, let's pull Keith Thurman up. Yeah, you home team. You home team. We from the same cities. You home team and stuff. But no, we ain't. No. Nigga, you don't have one fight in 3 years. You fought. Listen, y'all check this out. Y'all look at this here. Because I don't want nobody thinking I'm tripping. Y'all look at this. Talking about at the top. Nigga, you ain't at the top no more. You a has-been right now. You was a has-been. You ain't at the top no damn more. Check this out. 2000, listen, he fought this way it all went down here right here. He fought Sean Porter. He took that WBA belt. He took the WBA belt. Hold on. Or did he defend the belt? Also, so Keith Thurman had the WBA belt in 2015. He fought Sean Porter, defended his title against Sean Porter. He beat him. And then he fought Danny Garcia, who had the WBC belt. He beat him, became the unified welterweight champion. Once he became the unified welterweight champion, around this time, Errol Spence was trying to fight. I think Errol Spence fought Kell Brook in the UK. Around this time, Keith Thurman was on top of the world. Guess what the nigga did? He sat out. He fought March 4th. Look at this. He fought March 4th, 2017. Early 2017, March. The nigga sat out the rest of the year. And then he sat out all of 2018. When he came back, the WBC looked like, look here, baby boy, you got to defend that title. They ended up stripping him of the belt, or he ended up dropping the belt because he didn't want to fight. And then by the time he came back, he fought Josecito Lopez, defended the WBA super welterweight title. Josecito Lopez was putting hands and foots on Keith Thurman. He almost stopped him with a body shot. Remember that? Caught him in the stomach. Keith Thurman whips in pain, bent over, and then he took the mouthpiece out of his mouth. You know that's how he do it.
True.
So after a two-year layoff from beating Danny Garcia, he come back 2 years later, fight Josecito Lopez. Josecito almost stopped him with a body shot. Then he came back later on in the year, 6 months later, he fought the legend Manny Pacquiao. And then after that, he went on a vacation for almost 3 years.
True.
Went on a vacation for almost 3 years and then fought Mario Barrios. And the same guy who got stopped, who got TKO'd by Tank Davis at 140. His first fight at welterweight, Al Haymon hooked him up. Look here, baby boy, we got something for you. We got Mario Barrios. We're going to throw you in there with him. Remember what he kept saying? This might get back here. Y'all remember that? This might get back here. This y'all get back. This might get back here. Had me all hyped up. Yeah, my dog finna come out there, represent for the Bay. This to get back here. The Bay gonna be, this might get back here. Remember that? Y'all remember he said that? This is get back here, right? The nigga got back, fought Mario Barrios. Nigga got back, fought Mario Barrios. And then when he fought Manny Pacquiao, he disappeared for almost 3 years. Then he fought Mario Barrios. 16 months later, he still ain't fought. We still ain't had a fight.
True.
I'm chasing Errol. Ain't that some shit? He got the nerve to say he ain't fighting on nobody undercard. Let's go.
To be where I'm at, to have the legacy that I have, and what I bring into the welterweight division, into the sport of boxing, has always been beautiful, and it will continue to be beautiful as I continue to train and get ready.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of questions for you in regards to your return and you just being caught up in the whole back and forth negotiations of not only a potential fight that you could have had with Errol Spence, but this whole Spence Crawford thing that finally got made official. First on that, are you going to be on the card, or do you expect yourself to be on this Spence versus Crawford card?
Nah, I've been a main event fighter for way too long. And it's just the way boxing is today. I mean,
let's stop right there. Did you hear what the nigga say? Do you plan on being on the Spence versus Crawford undercard? No. I've been. Wait, hold on. Let's see what he said. Hold on, let's see what he said.
Not only a potential fight that you could have had with Errol Spence, but this whole Spence Crawford thing that finally got made official. First on that, are you going to be on the card, or do you expect yourself to be on this Spence versus Crawford card?
Nah, you know, I've been a main event fighter for way too long.
He been a main event fighter for way too long. Interesting. Shout out to Sir Tice. Sir Tice for dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Keefe got married, renewed his vows twice, claimed he had a ton of injuries. It was an extended vacation and still was vulnerable to body shots. Salute, Coach Florida, stand up. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Sir Tice, man, salute to you, fam. Shout out to Boxing Nerd 101. Dropping that $6.99. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, come on, Coach. Thurman got taken out with injuries. I think in the Danny Garcia fight, he had a major elbow surgery. I'm sure if he could fight, he would. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I mean, he had injuries. Boxers have injuries. Danny Garcia had injuries as well. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? The nigga was bullshitting. He was bullshitting. That's how we feel in the city. That's how we feel here in the Bay. We feel that Keith Thurman been bullshitting. You know what I mean? Just talking, running his mouth, all that stuff there. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Game ain't based on sympathy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Fact of the matter is, you got Boots available, he ain't fighting nobody. And Keith Thurman, you ain't fighting nobody. For you to sit back and say, yeah, man, I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner. Dog, you're not a headliner anymore. You're not a headliner anymore. Period. Shout out to Savage Surge. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, do you think that injuries held Keith back all this time, or did he just get lazy and couldn't make weight? No, he just got lazy. Keith Thurman fought. He fought Sean Porter, fought Danny Garcia. He was high on the hog. He didn't want to fight Crawford. He didn't want to fight Spence. He was high on the hog, and that's what it was. He just got lazy. He went to feeling himself. That's all it was. You know, he didn't want to fight Spence, and he didn't want to fight Crawford at that time. So he was feeling himself. He was trying. I guess he wanted to. I'm not saying he didn't have any injuries, but every fighter have injuries. But okay, you've been out the game for a little bit. For a while, people have forgotten about you. You get what I'm saying? So no, I think Keith Thurman was just bullshit. Not saying he didn't have any injuries, but every fighter have injuries. He was just bullshit. He lost his hunger. He lost his passion. You can tell when he do interviews, you don't see the same Keith Thurman yesterday that you see today. Today that you seen yesterday, that Keith Thurman is gone. Nah, he's a different person.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, shout out to Mark Nash in the building. Shout out to my sister Bless. Bless, what's going on, sis? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all trying to throw a pity parade for Keith Thurman. I'm throwing no goddamn pity parade for that nigga. Shit, if we ain't giving him no pass in my city, shit, I'll be damned. I'm telling you the tea leaves. I'm telling you what it is. Let's go.
And it's just the way boxing is today. I mean, when's the last time they stacked a card like that? You tell me. When's the last time they stacked a pay-per-view card, to where somebody could, pretty much. I remember when I first got on HBO, I was trying to steal the show. I was a co-feature. I'm, co-main event, but the main event, co-main event, co-feature. So when I was that first fight being televised just to start boxing off, I was trying to make that Keith Thurman show, something that the fans wouldn't forget. So even though whoever was the main event of that night, whether it was Adrian,
this old talking that nigga here. So anyway, he from the Bay. He talk like me, so I get it. So he's talking about back when the HBO, and I think HBO when that was. I think he was with Golden Boy at that time. HBO, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But That Keith Thurman is gone. So I get what he's saying. His pride is like, yeah, man, you know, I don't wanna, you know, be no headliner. You know, I mean, I don't want to be no undercard. I'm a headliner. But dog, you gotta understand, today's price is not yesterday's price. And yesterday's price is not today's price. It's over with for that. You gotta build back up now. We know politics is the reason why you became number one with the WBC. We already know that. But, you know, it's over with now. You need to be fighting Boots on that undercard. Boots ain't fighting nobody but Terence. So he don't play. His last fight was Terence. So Boots, who's supposed to be the boogeyman of the welterweight division, that's what they saying. That's what these pro PBC guys, the alphabet boys, are saying. These pro promotional company guys are saying Boots is and everybody in Philly, Boots is the one that everybody's scared of and running from. And Keith Thurman, you trying to get back. And you're going to have eyeballs on you on this fight with Crawford and Spence. Why not fight on that undercard? Fight Boots. Both of y'all can get the exposure.
True.
Because I ain't saying, don't nobody want to see you fight no more tomato cans. I can tell you that right now. Don't nobody want to see Boots fight no goddamn Terence. One nigga came coming off of Mario Barrios and another nigga coming off of Karen. Y'all too needy. You two need each other. Because since y'all got a so-called of a big name so far. You know what I mean?
True.
Shout out to Blast.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say, Coach, the tickets were starting at $1,500 today. Yeah, I know. I got to jump on it the other day. Yeah, I know about that. $1,500 today. When I use code BUD, I got to call my sugar daddy. Got to call your sugar daddy. Okay, you got your backup. You know, you know now. One thing about them tenderonis now. You know, a good tenderoni. She always keeps something in the cut. You know what I mean? Just in case the first string. Just in case the first string don't come through, a good tenderoni always got a backup plan. You know what I mean? Listen, why you got a backup plan? Just in case this nigga don't start, just in case this nigga ain't acting right, just in case he ain't acting right. You know what I mean? I got my sugar daddy sitting in the cut on the low. You know what I mean? He always ready to come on in and start. Just in case the starter's acting up, I got my backup quarterback ready to throw the touchdown.
True.
Hey, you know what I mean? That's what they say.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, Mark they said the same thing in Philly about J-Rock that they are now saying about Boots. Yeah, you're right about that. Y'all remember J-Rock? He fought J-Rock. Nigga, J-Rock was that one. Nigga, Julian J-Rock Williams out of Philly. See, a lot of people get caught up in, because there was some old school guys that came out of certain cities and they got a hardcore reputation, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know what I mean? Joe Frazier, I think Joe Frazier's from Beaufort, South Carolina, but he came out of Philly boxing and stuff like that, and Bernard Hopkins and stuff like that. So people hear those names and they're like, yeah, boy, Philly. Dudes out of Philly are hard and tough, because they try to tie it into the old school fighters of the past. No, these niggas today is not like those old school guys. Y'all be hyping them up too quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy. Yeah, what's his name? Where he from Philly? I don't give a fuck where he from. The nigga ain't fighting nobody.
True.
But that nigga, boy, I'm telling you, boy, he can do it all. That nigga can fight. That nigga can fight all 5 boxing styles. That nigga can fight. He's orthodox. He's southpaw. He can fight out of the crane style. You know what I mean? This dude, he can do it all. He Georgie Benton mixed with a little bit of Salvador Sanchez, mixed with a little bit of Julio Cesar Chavez, mixed with a little bit of Pernell Whitaker, mixed with a little bit of Roy Jones, mixed with a little bit of Azuma Nelson, mixed with a little bit of Alfredo Gomez. Like, he all that combined into one. How you know that? You saw his last fight? Yeah, the nigga fought Karen.
True.
Everybody shit. Everybody listen. You could take a halfway decent fighter. You could take a halfway decent fighter and put him in the ring with a tomato can, and he'll look like Sugar Ray Robinson right now. Yeah. I won't know what a nigga got until he getting there with somebody. Listen, don't try to sell me. Don't try to sell me. If the dude ain't fighting nobody, dog, don't try to sell me on it. Everybody look like Bruce Lee. Shit, I saw a bum. I saw a bum fighting a midget 2 days ago, and the bum was beating the brakes off the midget, hitting him with all kind of 15, 20 punch combinations. And he looked like Bruce Lee / Chuck Norris / Steven Seagal. You get what I'm saying? You know, / what's my main name? Michael J. White. He looked like all of that, but he was fighting a midget. Everybody look like a superstar when they fight a midget.
True.
Nigga fought a whole head cheese sandwich, and you trying to sell me on he the one because he come from Philly. Boy, hush.
True.
Shout out to my main man. He said, guys like Roberto Duran and James Toney, as they needed to rebuild after rough times and needed fights, was used as walkout bouts on big cards. True story. Today's fighters have a sense of entitlement. I totally agree with that. Somebody just sent me a text. He said, guys like Roberto Duran and James Toney, as they needed to rebuild after tough times or after a tough loss and needed fights, they was used as walkout bouts on big cards. Okay, let me be the co-main event so I can outshine the main event.
True.
These fighters today have a sense of entitlement. Yes, they do. These fighters today have a sense of entitlement. And it's because of some of these goddamn ragged ass fans. Y'all be praising these niggas who ain't fought no goddamn body.
True.
This nigga don't fought pork chop Willie, hog head cheese, neck bone soup, collard green stem, you know what I mean? Fat back. He don't fought Chico stick. You know what I mean? Hobo Sam, shouted big nuts, and you trying to tell me he the next coming Ray Robinson mixed with a little bit of Muhammad Ali because of the city he come out of. What are you basing that on, sir? No, this nigga catching bullets with his teeth. That nigga fought a midget 2 days ago, dog. Look world class against a midget. Of course he looked like a superstar. Come on, man.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
A whole lot of these sapsuckers doing that. Y'all praising them. Y'all praise, y'all listen. I tell you, it's so easy to please boxing fans today. Now, listen, boxing fans today, all you got to do, be good on TikTok. Have a couple of tenderonis. Get a cult-like following on YouTube. That's gonna constantly promote you or whatever the case may be. Whoop a couple of tomato cans, Chico sticks, hog head cheese sandwiches, knock them out. Get in the ring. Call a bunch of big name fighters out. You know what I mean? Knowing goddamn well you really ain't got no intention of fighting them. And that's all it take, dog. I go to the barbershop, I hear it all the time. Dude be like, but I don't know, boy. I got my cousin. He still don't get it. The one who betted $100 on Roland Romero, he fall for it every time. Banana in the tailpipe.
True.
Yeah, but I don't know, boy. Shit, did you see his Twitter handle? His Twitter handle mean, boy. Shit, my nigga mean on Twitter. I don't know, but I don't think nobody gonna beat him. Shit, I follow him on Twitter. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, dog. This shit don't make no damn sense. Let's say Keith Thurman, making my city look bad. You ain't from Tampa, but you from Clearwater. You from the Bay Area, so the Bay Area. Making us look bad, dog.
Broner, Andre, Berto, or Mosley, or any fighter that was at the main event for the night, I was trying to steal the show. And, with these pay-per-view cards and the way that it's been, the way that the money has to be divided for the elite fighters at the top. I mean, we risk everything to supply entertainment to the fans. Boxing is one of the hardest talks sports.
Let's stop right there. If I hear another fighter tell me that, you put your life on the line to provide entertainment for the fans, I may come around and jab slap one of you dudes. I know I get my ass whooped, but that's neither here nor there. You niggas ain't fighting put on entertainment for the fans. You're fighting for the money. You're fighting to get paid. If you was fighting to put on for the fans, it would have been a whole lot of these big fights we would have been got. If it was for the fans, when you niggas talking about, well, I got to get paid, and business, boxing is a business, and all that stuff there. Boxing is a business. Boxing is a business. Boxing is a business, dog. And we put on entertainment. Nah, boxing is a business. I don't want to hear that shit. Boxing a business, or you fighting for the fans? You niggas ain't fighting for no goddamn fans. You niggas fighting because this what you do in order to feed your families. You ain't thinking about me. You ain't at home like, yeah, man, coach, man, yeah, man, we putting on for their entertainment. Boy, hush. Tell somebody else that bullshit. I'm tired of you niggas talking about that bullshit. Oh, shout out to Blue. Blue, what's up, dog?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Blue Blood for dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy. Y'all know that's where I got that from. I got that from Blue.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I can't do it like Blue, though. That shit be funny in the motherfucker. He said, I'm sick of these bullshit Superman stories. Hey, Blue, I'm tired of that shit, dog. Every time I hear a fighter talking about, yeah, man, I do it for the fans. We do it for the fans' entertainment. You niggas ain't doing shit for no goddamn fans. You niggas is fighting to get paid, especially if you're a top fighter. You fighting to get getting them big paydays that you used to getting. For real, though.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the legendary Keith Thurman talking about he fighting for the fans. You know what I mean? To entertain the fans. Boy, nigga, y'all be killing me with that shit, dog.
Talk about. It's one of the hardest sports to criticize. Okay, even though people do criticize, they do talk about it. I know it through and through. The big, the sweet, the ugly, the sour. It is what it is, man. And I love boxing for what it is. And it's still my dream. So many people enjoy it. And I'm just happy to be a part of this beautiful sport.
I wish y'all could see the look on his face, while he talking. Keith Thurman don't even look the same, dog. He don't even look the same. Like that, he don't look the same, fam, at all. This Keith Thurman don't look the same at all, man. Yeah, you shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV, man, in the building, man. Salute, Blue. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some of y'all had no switched out on Blue too. Now I'm glad y'all coming back now. Y'all had no switched out. Y'all niggas don't switched out. Glad y'all coming back.
It's not over, I know a lot of time has gotten burnt up, but that's just my story. That's just my struggle. Fans might be sour. This is my life. I gotta live it. I'm sour too, baby. But at the end of the day, I still find time to smile. Still find time to be grateful.
Man, nobody trying to hear all that. Man, I ain't trying to hear all that soft ass shit. This nigga want a nigga to feel sorry for him. At the end of the day, I still find time to smile. I still find time to be grateful. And man, come on, man. This Keith Thurman don't got soft as fuck.
Shut that soft ass shit up. And the best man to win. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
This nigga soft as a coswab, making my city look bad, man. Shout out to Raphael.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that soft ass shit.
Playtime's over, boy.
I still find time to smile. I still find time to, listen, watch the Smurfs. La 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 la. I still find time to, go crocheting, with my wife, and I still find time to just go into the field and pick lilies and dandelions, and come on, man. That man making us look bad, dog. Like niggas trying us left and right now. Niggas think we soft because of this nigga. Shout out to Raphael, y'all the guys. You say random PBC fan after 30 million excuses gets debunked on why Al didn't make Spence Crawford fight. Why didn't he fight Boots then? I mean, what I'm saying is, Raphael, this is my thing. My thing is, today's Keith Thurman is not yesterday's Keith Thurman. Whatever world Keith Thurman is in, You know what I mean? He has to realize, dog, like that ship has sailed. You need to get on this undercard. You in Boots, since that nigga coming off a Karen performance, and he ain't fighting nobody, and you ain't really fighting nobody. Now he gonna say in this interview he got a fight lined up in August. I'm like, for what? Who you fighting in August? Dude, your last pay-per-view did 40,000. You sold 40,000 pay-per-view buys, dog. That's proof ain't nobody checking for you.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Dude he say, Coach, when you gonna talk about AB fight coming up next week? Dude, I had forgot all about that. I didn't even know. If you wouldn't have said nothing about AB, I wouldn't say nothing about him now. Anyways, we'll wait the next week get here. We'll see what we talk about next week. Right now, we ain't thinking about no damn AB. Doggone this nigga here, Keith Thurman. You literally is in the process. You got Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Regardless of who you like, you know, y'all know who I like. So regardless of who you like, they're gonna have the biggest fight, some say of the decade. And eyeballs are gonna be watching this fight. If Keith Thurman go to Al Haymon right now, and Boots is on that side of the street, he's with Showtime. If he go to them right now, hey, look here, man, baby boy, make me and Boots a co-main event. Okay, if you don't fight Boots, least fight on our undercard. Fight somebody. Who else can Keith Thurman fight? Who else can Keith Thurman fight on our undercard? That, you know what I mean? Who else can he fight? He said when back in the day when I was the co-main event, I used to try to outshine. I used to try to steal the show. Well, guess what? You can get back into the good graces of the fans by taking that same mentality and say, you know what, it's going to be millions of people watching this fight. Whether they're going to stream it, whether they're going to illegally stream it, which a lot of people probably will, you know, but it's going to be a sold-out affair and a sold-out affair. And since I ain't popping and cracking like that anyways, let me go ahead and fight, be a co-main event on this undercard. Yeah. Yeah, for real though. Hey, shout out to Mr. Teller like it is. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime. Boy.
Hey. he said the Negro sound like he auditioning for a Lifetime story. Hey, I went to feeling sorry for him. I got tears in my eyes. Man, you know, like, come on, man. Hey, Mr. Teller like it is. Nigga got me feeling sorry for him. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, goddamn, Keith, and you know, well, I don't get it, dog. Nigga coming back, you know, man, this nigga here, man. This nigga making us look bad, dog. All I care about is the reputation of the city. Right now, niggas is trying us, and we trying to let everybody know it is what it is. But we got Keith Thurman on our team. I'm trying to send him to Texas. We trying to send Keith Thurman to Texas or Philly. Or we can send him to Baltimore. Baltimore, y'all can have him. Or we can send him to California. I tell y'all what, we'll do a trade. I'm willing to trade right now. I don't talk to the council. I don't talk to the Tampa Bay Council. We've come to the conclusion that we're willing to do a trade like the NBA. We're willing to do a 3-city trade. You know what I mean? We're willing to, or a 2-city trade. Anybody that represent Texas, get in contact with Coach, man. I'm going to drop the phone lines in a minute. Anybody represent Texas, get in contact with me. I want to do a trade with Texas, Philly. Who y'all got in Philly? Okay, you want to do a trade with Texas, Philly, and California. Texas, Philly, California. We wanted to do a trade. We'll send y'all one time for somebody else yet to be determined later on down the line.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, we willing to do that. We willing to do a trade. This old crying ass nigga here, man.
Here, man. Every time I'm in the ring, every time I'm in the gym, man, Keith Thurman's living his dream, you know, so I'm a happy individual with that.
Yeah, I think the last time they stacked a pay-per-view like that was when Mayweather fought Canelo and they put Danny Garcia and Lucas Matisse on the same card. But yeah, that hasn't really to that caliber happened since.
Shout out to Marcos Vega.
When I last spoke to you, you had told me that you were the backup for Errol Spence, and it looked like we were going in that direction, that you were going to get that fight. And then, you know, months, weeks went by, and then we got the announcement that Spence and Crawford had been made. I know, coming from your side, I guess, you know, how was all that? What happened on your end?
I mean, nothing on my end. You know, they wanted to make the biggest fight possible for the sport of boxing. Nothing on my end. I'm a yes man. You know, I'm two-time former champion of the world.
Yeah, what he say? He said, I'm a yes man. Yeah, you is a yes man. Yeah, you Al Haymon's yes man. You hit the nail. You said it right.
True.
See right there? Right there, as soon as the nigga said that, he tore his ass at me. He just said, I'm a yes man. Nah, that nigga got to go. We don't have no yes man in my city. Nah. I'm sending that nigga to Texas, California, or Philly. Y'all get ready. We doing a trade.
They wanted to make the biggest fight possible for the sport of boxing. Nothing on my end. I'm a yes man. You know, I'm two-time former champion of the world.
You're a team player.
You know, two-time champion of the world. You know, I'm looking for that title contention once again. You know, when champions fight champions, contenders have to sit on the sidelines. You know, and that's just the way it is right now. So it's very difficult, and there's a lot of tremendous talent in the welterweight division. But you know, boxing has been criticized for not making the big fights happen. So like, you know, it's like the fighter in me knows what I want. The Spence fight, the political boxing supporter in me knows this is one of the biggest matchups of the year. And
man, you know what, man? This is worse than I thought. I didn't even listen to this much of the interview. I only heard like the first 3 minutes of it earlier today. I mean, yesterday. I didn't even listen to this part. I'm at the 5-minute and 18-second mark of it. This shit sound pitiful, dog.
That it had to be done, you know. Of course, in the meantime, you know, from last year when I competed, Thurman could have got in with Crawford. Thurman could have got in with Spence. But you know, at the top, they can take time in between fights because they're negotiating big fights, big paydays.
This nigga say he could have got in with Crawford. He could have got in with Spence last year. Man, sit your ball. This nigga here, man. Oh my God. Oh, hey man, Texas, man, I'm giving y'all a call, man.
Making that road, building those bricks up, so that when they, at the end of the day, you know, they have their journey, they have their path, and eventually we're all going to have to walk away. You know, we've already seen great fighters like Sean Porter. Man,
this nigga sounds soft, dog. I can't listen to this shit no more, man. Man, let me drop the phone line. This nigga sounds soft as fuck, dog. Man, this nigga sound goddamn Squeeze the Charmin. This nigga sound Charmin soft. This is an article written by Steve Kim. Damn, this nigga sound, man, god damn, dog. Yeah, I can't believe this nigga from the Bay. Anyways, Summer Heat. We do know what we got coming up. Summer Heat. We got the Josh Taylor fight coming up also. We're gonna talk about that. He said, we are now in June. And Adrian Reyna. Hold on, we are now in June. Phone lines ain't open yet. We are now in June. Right? And as you look ahead, there is usually, he said, and as you look ahead, there is an unusual strong lineup of fights scheduled for this season. Here's a look at the biggest and best bouts that will headline the summer slate of boxing. June 10th, we have Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo is still tripping.
True.
Don't even get me started on Teofimo Lopez. They fighting at the theater in Madison Square Garden, right? This bout is flying a bit under the radar, perhaps because of the recent inactivity of Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor is really not known in the States. And the uneven performance of Teofimo Lopez, right? The last time the public saw the Tartan Tornado, he was very fortunate to get a gift decision against Jack Catterall. That was over there in Scotland, I think. But prior to that, he was considered one of the best boxers in the world. Yes, he was. Since then, he has vacated most of his belts at 140, and he currently only holds the WBO title. As for Teofimo Lopez, things have never been the same since he's defeated Vasily Lomachenko a few years ago. And guess what? What you guys said, or what I told you guys, I say Teofimo ain't been the same since he beat Lomachenko. The worst thing that happened to Teofimo Lopez was him beating Vasily Lomachenko.
True.
Ever since then, this is the shit we've been hearing.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have. So when I called him up, I was like, "Yo, what do you think? What do you think, Eddie? If we bring the belts together?" And Eddie said, "That shit is a good idea." I think the only person that can be Canelo right now is like maybe 4 years or 5 years from now, my son. you know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums.
But once Teofimo became undisputed, look how many champions we got that's undisputed now.
See this shit? Y'all hear that? Oh, Dick pulling. Dick pulling Ellie setback. Ellie sucker. Hey, Marquis. Oh, Dick pulling Ellie sucker nigga nutsack. Once Teofimo became undisputed, look at everybody else trying to become undisputed. Come on, man. You know, we did it first. Come on, man. That nigga, he ain't been the same, dog. He ain't been the same since. Let's get back over here. As for Lopez, things have never been the same since he beat Vasily Lomachenko. His most recent bout saw him eke out a close decision versus Sandor Martin back in December. And guess what? There's a whole lot of people felt like Sandor Martin got robbed.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, man. I say, man, shout out to Tim Bradley. Man, shout out to Tim Bradley, man. Shout out to Timothy Bradley, man. Salute, give him a round of applause. Hey. Shit, they talking about robberies. I felt like Sandor Martin got robbed. There's a whole lot of people felt like Sandor Martin, he dropped Teofimo Lopez twice. The fix was so much in on against Sandor that the second time he dropped Teofimo, the referee said it wasn't a knockdown. It was a clear punch, and the man went down, and he hollered about it wasn't a knockdown.
True.
Boy, I'm talking about, boy, shit. Listen, Teofimo ain't been the same since then, bro. During that frustrating night at the Garden where he hit the canvas while having problems with the Spaniard southpaw style, can Lopez regain the form that he once had in the past? I don't know about that. I'm betting on Josh Saber. I can't put no money on T Diddy right now. Diddy. I call Teofimo Lopez Diddy Bop. I can't do that. And then you know we got Fulton coming up. We got a new way in Fulton coming up on July 25th. Lord have mercy. 4 days before Crawford and Spence. On July the 8th, we have Stanionis versus Virgil Ortiz. I think they fighting in San Antonio. So we got these jitterbugs right here fighting at welterweight. We have the jitterbugs fighting at welterweight. Two top jitterbugs. This is going to be a good one. Keith Thurman hollering about, talking about, when I say hollering, Keith Thurman hollering about, yeah, man, I'm a headline fighter now. I'm a main event fighter. I'm a headliner now. You know what I mean? No, them days over with, man. You gotta build back up, bro. That's over with, bro. Them days over with, bro. And then we got Crawford right here. Of course, him and Spence fighting each other. That's over with, bro. All of that, yeah, man, back in my day, and I'm a headline and this and that. Them days over with. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Anybody want to call the show and call me a coon, Uncle Tom sellout, talk shit to the coach? Guess what? I got my goons, and we pulling up. Call the show and talk some shit.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Y'all going to hit me up. What a broke nigga from Texas at? What is that, E-Money? It always be the broke niggas talk about their name Money. E-Money. What up, bro? Hey, E-Money. I hope your whole ass call this show today, too. You better call this show. Send me some more threats. Call what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
Man, the commission in Texas, man, they got their conference going on right now, coach. It's live on ESPN. They're debating, man. They're debating right now whether to give you either Figueroa or Figueroa, the one that actually is in jail. I think he's in jail, ain't he? He hasn't fought in a while. Or Charlo, 150 Charlo. He hasn't fought in 2 years. So I feel like those are good picks, man. You say you want one or two of them for Keith Thurman. I think that'd be great. I'm just saying. That they're still in the meeting room right now, but the way it's coming out right now, somebody's leaking. It's always leaked here, leaked there, but I think that's a good good trade-off. I'm just saying,
You
being
know what-
honest with you.
you know what I'm gonna-
Especially knowing that with PBC.
I'm gonna have to talk to the council on that because I don't know if we want
Okay.
Charlo. I don't know if we want Charlo. Jamal Charlo, he ain't fought since 1962. So I don't know if we want him. He be on podcasts crying and shit. He crying. Keith Thurman crying.
We trying to give you something, and either that or you don't want nothing. I mean,
No, I tell you what.
want,
No, I
Coach?
tell you what.
Serious?
No, I tell you who I want. I want nephew in Texas.
Oh,
Kid
okay,
Austin.
Kid Austin.
Kid
Yeah,
Austin.
Kid
I want
Austin.
nephew.
Okay.
I want Texas because he's training out of Texas. He lives in Texas, San Antonio. I want nephew. I'll take nephew. I take Virgil Ortiz. I take Virgil Ortiz.
Okay.
I know he be injured a lot.
But you
Virgil
asking
Ortiz.
for a lot though.
No.
You asking for a lot for nothing.
No, what you mean for nothing? You got two time Keith, one time Thurman. He's a former unified champion. His only losses to the legend Manny Pacquiao. I send y'all Keith Thurman and let me get nephew or let me get doggone Virgil Ortiz. I send y'all Keith Thurman. You can keep Jamal Charlo. That nigga be crying too much, dog. I don't need no crying ass nigga, dog. Yeah, he be crying too much, dog.
I'm gonna keep it real like this with you, man. You're making it real hard for us up here in Texas, man. Because you remember that good old girl you had back in high school and stuff, and y'all had a good time, and you always reminisce, and you always thinking good, and then your years go by, and you still think about her, a certain way, and then out of nowhere, just like me, a true story, just like me, I went to Walmart and I met the girl of my life that I had in high school, and I'll be honest with you. The only way I recognized her was because of her eyes. That was it. And I knew it was her. And I saw her with 7 kids. And I said, dear Lord, how time has passed me by. So the way you're trying to give me Keith Thurman, coach, is like trying to say prime version, Keith Thurman, fought Sean Porter, fought everybody that we knew, Danny Garcia. The main man was on CBS, making viewerships up in the motherfucker. They were putting money on Keith Thurman. We knew this. But ever since, they cut off his hair, Delilah cut off his hair. I mean, it looks like Keith Thurman just never been the same. I mean, when you look at this video you showed me right now, sir, I mean, coach, I mean, his hair is receding.
Yes,
I mean, the guy looks like Skeletor.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what she did, boy. I don't know what his wife did to him, boy. But boy, I'm like, brother,
He
right
sucked
now,
the soul out of his coach.
he look older. He look older now too. I'm like, man, we can't do nothing with that. We can't do nothing with that. We send that shit back to Texas, man. We know we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
We're gonna send that to Texas. We're gonna send that to Texas. Hey, okay, D Block, man. I'm gonna let you wrap it up, man.
Thank you so much, coach. D Block out. Boom.
Shout out to D Block. Dallas, Texas, stand up. Yeah, we need somebody who gonna rep the set. We need somebody who gonna rep the set. If you gonna rep your set, we need a fighter who gonna rep. We need a fighter who gonna fight somebody, and we need a fighter who gonna rep. If you ain't gonna rep the set, we don't want your
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play. We don't play. You ain't heard. They be tripping. We be tripping. So they swerving on. No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust. Niggas gonna bust.
You gotta rep the set. If you ain't gonna rep, dog, you ain't gonna rep it. The boxer like you supposed to rep it. We don't want your ass over here, man. We'll send your ass. I'll offer a trade. I send y'all Keith Thurman and give us Virgil Ortiz, and we'll call it a day. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, yo, this is Mudbone Jones. I'm calling from Philly.
Mudbone Jones from Philly. Talk to me.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. I mean, I'm gonna give you an L for an L. You want Thurman out of there? We gonna give up. We got the bull Blair Cobb.
Oh, Blair.
I know it sounds horrible, but
oh,
I mean,
Blair Flair. No, I take Blair Flair. Yeah, we'll take Blair Flair. I like Blair Flair. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Blair Flair, you get him. and we're gonna bring that boy over here, and he could go ahead and get some work over here in Philly. We could probably put boots on him and just use him for dog food.
Yeah. Bladder Flair. Yeah, send us Bladder. Yeah, you know what? That's a bet. I like Bladder Flair. At least Bladder Flair want to fight. Give me Bladder Flair. Exactly. I like his swag. I like his crazy hair. I like the trash he be talking. So give me Bladder Flair, and we'll ship y'all. We'll ship y'all on Keith Thurman.
You got him. You got him. I'm a rap to you, my boy.
All right, shout out to my boy Joe. Philly, stand up. Philly, stand up. Yeah. I'll take Bladder Flair. You know, he got a nice little nickname too. The Bladder Flair. The Bladder Flair. Shake your Bladder Flair. You know what I mean? Old Bladder Flair. Shout out to Raphael jumping that $2 super chat. He say Thurman versus Barroso. No. Thurman needs something. Thurman needs something. He need a bigger name. You know what? Hold on. Check this out. Why not Keith Thurman and Bladder Flair? Keith Thurman versus Bladder Flair. That'll be a good one there. Nah, but you know what? Is Bladder Flair PBC fighter now? Caller, what's the name of you calling from?
Oh, Demetrius from Myrtle Beach.
Demetrius from Myrtle Beach. Talk to me, fam.
I'm so sick of these yuck mouth ass nigga making excuses since 2017. That nigga shoulder still hurt. He been ducking and dodging trying to hold on to that belt. He ain't want no smoke. That nigga been hurt since 2017, that damn shoulder. I'm tired of that shit, coach. Every time I hear that nigga talk, man, he make my ass hurt. I'm sick of him. We need to trade him for damn. I take damn David Hogan for that motherfucker.
Who?
Good show, coach. Appreciate it.
Who? Which one are you talking about?
Keith Thurman.
Oh, Keith. All right.
Yeah.
And shout out to meet you, man. Murder Beach, salute, fam. Murder Beach, stand up.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Damn, he say every time he hear Keith Thurman talk, his ass hurt. God damn, what? Hey, doggone Keith Thurman, boy. Again, Keith Thurman is a Florida boy. You guys know I rep. Now, I rep Florida now. You know I rep Tampa Bay all day. But, dog, in this city right here, when a nigga go to moving funny, dog, we got to call it out. Bro, like, I'm telling you, when I go to the barbershops and stuff like that, ain't nobody taking for him like that, bro. Like, people thought he retired. All jokes aside, people really thought he retired. People thought Keith Thurman retired. So I feel like, man, just like my man Steve Kim say, some fighters back in the day when they come off a tough loss, sometimes they work their way back up and they get on undercards. And if there's any undercard that you would want to get on in this day and time, you want to get on that Crawford versus Spence undercard. I'm gonna tell you why. Keith Thurman, your name is tied to Spence and Crawford for not wanting to fight them. Those are the two guys you try not to fight for whatever the reason may be. Now you're on your nuts. You're on your nuts now. You know what I mean? We call, Florida when somebody broke and they on a hard time. You're on your nuts now. Now, I ain't saying he broke like average person, but you're on your nuts. Now I want to fight Spence. I want to fight Spence. Dog, that ship don't sail, dog. I'll call it, what's the name when you calling from?
Hey, what's up, coach? It's Eric from H-Town.
Eric from H-Town, talk to me.
Yeah, I got a second out for Coach Charlo, man.
No. Which one? Jamel or Jamal?
Well, the one haven't fought since 1962.
Oh no,
he's still fighting though, man.
No, we don't want him. We don't want him.
Fighting, man.
No, we don't want him.
Yeah, he's fighting. He's fighting the dude at the liquor store. He's fighting divorce court. He's fighting everybody except for in the ring and stuff, man.
No, we don't want him. Last time we saw him, he was crying on the podcast. He on the podcast talking about something, man. Hey man, just because you know what I'm going through, and you really feel my pain. And what the dude name, the football player, I forgot his name. He say, I fucking love you, bro. He said, I love you too, man. I love you too. This nigga on that crying. I don't want that crying ass nigga, man. True. Yeah, I don't want it, dog.
How about I throw in a pack of Corona too, man? Come on, coach.
He said a pack of Corona. Hey man, shout out to Eric from A-Side, stand up, man. Salute, man. Hey, he say throw in a pack of Corona. No. Last time I saw that dude, he was crying. He was crying on the podcast. That last time we saw him. Yo, man, I got a whole problem, dog. This shit just ain't right, dog. I ain't had no fight 2 years. Man, my brother became undisputed, man. And, my brother become undisputed like I'm undisputed. And Jamel like, nah, I'm undisputed by my damn self. What you mean? Because I'm undisputed, it's just like you undisputed. It don't work that way. It don't work that way at all. They're going here crying and you think I don't want them belts, bro? Bro, you think I don't want them belts? I want them belts too. Nigga, you been at the middleweight division for 6 years and literally you ain't fought nobody.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie, representing New York.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
Coach, we need to get rid of Teal. This motherfucker went crazy. Does anybody want him? We're willing to trade him on.
Nah, he from New York. I think what
exactly, but we need to trade his ass, bro. This motherfucker, he beat Loma, lost the combo. What's that, Coach? Go ahead.
Nah, Teofimo from the Bronx, right?
I think it's Brooklyn, man. I don't even know, man. Nobody cares. I want him, bro. So does anybody in the chat want him? Do you want him? We trade. Yo, I'll take Keith Thurman, bro. For real.
Let's see. Keith Thurman for we might can work something. I think I can work with I think I can work with T.O. I think we can work with him. We can work with him.
He's young, bro. He's got youth on his side, but you know he beat Loma, lost to them both. Crazy, bro. This motherfucker talking he wants to kill Josh Taylor, man. I did not like that at all, bro. He needs to go, bro. We don't want him.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you know what? And Tim Bradley. If Tim Bradley's listening, listen. When you see T.O. Senior, bro, be man. Don't hurt the guy, all right?
Shout out to Jamie from New York.
Yeah,
salute,
man.
Bro. Hey, salute,
all right, bro. Later.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, we got hey, Bless. You feel me? This is what I think. I think us fans should be allowed to do that. You get what I'm saying? See, somebody ain't repping the set, making the town look bad. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like you making us look bad right now, dog. Dudes from Tampa dudes from the Bay Area cannot even leave the state because people are trying us everywhere we go. People from the Bay, we can't even leave the state because we getting tried. We getting tried in Georgia. We getting tried in the Carolina, South and North Carolina. We getting tried in D.C. We getting tried in B-More. We getting tried in Texas. We getting tried in New Mexico. We getting tried in Tennessee. We getting tried in Arkansas. Everywhere we go, we getting tried because of this nigga Keith Thurman. True. I could just imagine how y'all feeling in Houston. I just imagine how y'all feel in Houston right now. When y'all saw Jamal Charlo on the podcast, I forgot that dude name, the wide receiver name. They're on the podcast crying. I felt bad for y'all, man. Call it what's your name you calling from?
Hey, this is why I don't forward, coach.
Swat, talk to me, fam.
Man, I was listening to you and I thought about it. I thought about it and I got some people for you, man. I got some people for you, man. We'll give you Vanilla Ice. We'll give you him. We'll give you we'll give you Maul. Maul making us look real bad. He's making us look real bad. And we'll add in D Block on the bonus. We'll throw all them and you give a key. We'll take it. Peace, cousin. I gotta go. All right, fam.
He said Vanilla Ice, Jamal Charlo. What is that? Vanilla Ice, Jamal Charlo. And what else he said? Yeah, I forgot what he said. Vanilla Ice. He said Vanilla. You write that down. Vanilla Ice, Jamal Charlo. And who else he said? Vanilla Ice, Jamal Charlo. Oh, crying. That ain't crying, that nigga. God damn, this nigga stay crying. Who else he said? Oh, yeah, D-Block. Oh, D-Block. Hey, you know what? Hey, that might be a bet. hey, D-Block now, y'all know me and D-Block all right now. What's up, coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up. Caller, what's the name where you calling from?
Right. What's going on, coach? This is Kill Like Fred.
Still like talk to me, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, coach. Hey, man, niggas ain't trying to see Keith Thurman this ass, man. Niggas ain't trying to see him on no undercard, bro. Like, I mean, the nerve of him to turn it down, bro. Like, even if he had accepted the shit, I wouldn't have wanted to see his ass, bro. Like, he old as fuck. He just like Demetrius Andre, bro. Like you said, bro, we thought he retired. him and Boo Boo need to go on somewhere, man. Let the young guns like Jerron Ennis. I'd rather him fight Villa. You remember the Romaine Villa, the nigga who had put pause on Ellis.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that shit. Cause that's, you know what I mean? Cause that's exciting. They both young, you feel me? Like,
but
he ain't no gatekeeper, bro. Keith Thurman, huh?
No, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I think what it is I think someone like Boots, he would love to have someone of that stature on his resume because Keith Thurman is, you know, he's a former 2-time division world champion. He's fought Sean Porter, he's fought Danny Garcia, Josecito Lopez, stuff like that. So if I'm Boots, I would definitely love to see that. That's a big upgrade from Karen. You know what I mean? But
the problem with the fight is, go ahead.
No, go ahead, fam.
No, I was gonna say the problem with that fight is they both fell off. Boots and Keith Thurman really done fell off. It's just that Boots, he's young and shit, so he can come back. You know what I'm saying? But Keith Thurman, bro, after he just fought Mario Barrios and was running from the body scratch and all that kind of shit, bro. Like, I mean, I guess Boots can fight him. Keith Thurman saying he too good for the undercard, but I don't know where he got that shit from. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody trying to see Keith Thurman for real. So Boots, he blowing his opportunity.
Boots haven't really fell off. I won't say Boots fell off. It's just right now he's 30 fights deep, and people want to see him fight somebody. And he has a plethora of fighters he can fight outside of Spence or Crawford. Outside of Spence or Crawford, he still has some good fights he can make. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. He can make some good fights. I say he can come back. When I say fall off, I'm saying like ain't nobody talk about it. Bro, before he fought Karen, bro, everybody was talking about Boots. But then when he fought Karen, it wasn't a good performance. And I guess people felt like it was no good performance, even though he won every round. It was just like he didn't do it the way they thought he was supposed to do it. And I don't be hearing nobody talk about Boots no more, like YouTube channels and shit. But before that fight, people would talk about Boots a lot, bro. And how long ago was that fight? Like, why the fuck he ain't fight nobody? It's been a long ass time.
No, that was January. That was in January.
January?
Okay. Yeah, that was on Tank Davis undercard. Remember when Tank fought Hector Garcia in DC? Yeah, he fought on him Andrade, stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, well look, I got to trade. Like so I don't. He's trying to trade you some folks. I got one dude from Atlanta. I'm trying to trade. I take Keith Thurman, man. Would you take Gunner? Take Gunner from Atlanta, man.
No. You talking about Gunner, the dude named Gunner, YSL, the dude that was talking all that Gangster City songs, but when he was in the courtroom, Gunner, do you want to testify against what's his name, Young Thug, Slim Thug? What's his name?
Yeah, man.
Thugger today. The nigga was talking about something. Yes, ma'am. Gunner, wasn't you a gangster rapper from Atlanta? You was talking all of that junk about who you shot, who you gonna shoot up, you gonna pull up, drop the addy. Yes, ma'am. And is it now that you're in court testifying? Didn't you say snitches get stitches and live by, die by the G code? Yes, ma'am. Is there a reason why you have changed your position? I don't want to get them 35 years in prison, ma'am. Yeah, that dude right there. That's what you talking about?
Yeah, man. I say Keith Thurman for Gunner.
No, we don't want him.
You don't want him?
No, we don't want him.
Oh, damn. All right, well, fuck Keith Thurman anyway, man. Fuck Keith Thurman. He making y'all look bad. He making boxing look bad. What the hell is he doing? Every time Spencer Crawford pop out, he come. You know what I'm saying? Like every time, man, bro, take your ass into retirement, bro. You ain't fighting nobody. You ain't doing shit.
Man,
but that's all I got, man.
Casino, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, no, we don't want him. We don't want no gunners, pistol, AK, shotgun, Uzi. We don't want none of that. We don't want no little Uzi verse. We know it's for Philly. I don't want no gunners, no shotguns, no AK, no murder. What's your name? I'm Little Murder One. All these gangster names. Nah, we don't want none of that. Cause we know what happens. Soon the police come, they're gonna be the first nigga testifying. Shout out to Bend Over. I'm dropping a $2 super chat. He said Thurman versus Broker. Okay. I feel, me personally, I feel he should fight on that undercard as a co-main to get the fans back acclimated to him. And what to say? T said we give you 6'9", coach. Nah, 6'9" from New York. Y'all can have him. He 6'9" from New York. 6'9" from New York. Nah, we don't want him. We do not want 6'9". He is from New York. Y'all can have him. We're trying to get a fighter. Texas, we want You know what I tell you? Who can we trade? Shit. Man, we ain't really got no leverage. Damn, Florida ain't really got no leverage right now. We ain't got nobody but keep one-time Thurman right now. So shit, that got to be worth something though. We ain't really got no leverage on the trade. You know what I mean? But we can work something out. He said y'all can have 6'9". Nah, 6'9". That's what he say, Rolo? He say, Coach, big Rolo for Thurman. You know what? We might can work something out with that. I'll take Rolo for Thurman. I'll take Rolo for Thurman right now. You know what I mean? Because we can get him here. I can talk to him. Oh, man, I'm a star. Man, we ain't Ronald Romero, man. I don't fight Javante Tank Davis. And Ben Leonard Allenby, he bought me a Bugatti. And, and that old bitch ass nigga, Coach Malachi, I do not like him. He hating on my orange Bugatti. I got a classic, once in a generation lifetime Bugatti. Like Ronald Romero is the only dude in Boston that got a Bugatti.
True.
He told Leonard Ellerby after Tank Davis knocked him out, stopped him. He told Leonard Ellerby he wanted a Bugatti. Leonard bought him a Bugatti. Bought him a Mitsubishi. He bought this man a Mitsubishi sitting on 10s. Listen, a Mitsubishi sitting on 10s. I'm dead ass serious. An orange Mitsubishi sitting on 10s with a coloring book and some color crayons.
True.
Yeah, for real though.
We the Charlotte Twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlotte. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
He bought Big Rolo a Bugatti on 10s, and he ride around the city. He ride around Vegas like, I'm a star. Well, Booker Ray, but no, Booker Ray. Shout out to Booker Ray Leonard, man.
Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Hey, we got to put together this undercard for this fight. If Keith Thurman say he don't want to fight on the undercard, okay, fine. We got to put somebody on the undercard for this fight. I don't want to hear this shit. No, this is what I want to know. Like I said before, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. You know what I mean? But we need what they need to do, dog. They gotta get some. They gotta get some names on this undercard. I mean, Crawford Spence gonna sell it itself because it's something that everyone has been anticipating. But maybe they'll put Pitbull on there, the Chihuahua. Talking about he the Mexican Mike Tyson, but he don't want to fight Shakur. And he been mandated to fight Shakur. He don't want to fight Shakur. So I don't want to hear nothing about no Mexican Mike Tyson from Pitbull. I mean, we gonna call him Esau Cruz. He gotta earn the Pitbull name back.
True.
I know he waiting on Tank. I know that. We know that the Pitbull, Esau Cruz is waiting on Tank. We know that. But right now, we got to put this undercard together. What I want to do, since I do have a contract with the PBC, you guys do know I do have a contract with the PBC. That's why I have to thank Al Haymon every time I start my show. And every time I start my show, I thank Al Haymon first. I would thank my mom, but mothers are overrated. You know what I mean? God, he good, but Jesus, Allah, Moses, Muhammad, you know what I mean? Abraham, Lot, you know what I mean? The forefathers, all of that, my ancestors, you know what I mean? All of that, all of that is it's cool, but don't none of them top Al Haymon. So, I'll talk it over to Al Haymon and I'll see what we can work out. Y'all let me know who y'all want on this undercard. I'll call her. What's the name when you calling from?
Sheila from Cali.
Sheila from Cali, talk to me. Oh, Sheila, let me love you till the morning comes, Sheila. Oh, Sheila, yeah, I wanna be your only one. Hey, you feel me? I'm like, boy, when I heard that name, you brought me back to Ready for the World, Melvin Riley, no boy.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Yes, that's me. How about we trade Ryan Garcia for Keith?
Ryan Garcia for Keith? You know what?
Yeah, I'll take Keith.
Yeah. That's a bet. Yeah, that's a bet.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that. Listen, I will send y'all Keith Thurman. You send us the Selfie King, Ryan Garcia. We can work with him.
Okay, you make it happen, okay?
All right, see you. Okay,
talk to you later.
All right, see. Hey, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll take Ryan Garcia. I'll take Ryan. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. I take Ryan Garcia. Shout out to somebody that dropped the cash out. Shout out to Ruben Allen. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, Ruben Allen he say Thurman let boxing pass him by. He's a gatekeeper. Well, he say he ain't no gatekeeper at this point. He say he ain't no gatekeeper. That's what he say. You feel me, Ruben? I'm looking for a trade though. Man, shout out to Fred Barbershop Conversation. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, double your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Fred said, I would trade you Oscar De La Hoya for Keith Thurman, but Ron DeSantis veto. He said, but Ron DeSantis would veto him due to his affiliation to the new pronoun crew. Oh, who affiliated with the new pronoun crew? Fred, is that Oscar De La Hoya? Oh, you talking about Oscar? we're not trading for no promoters. We need a fighter. We need a fighter out of the crew. We ain't trading for no promoters. We need a fighter out of the crew. Ryan Garcia, I kind of like Ryan. I'll take King Ryan. We'll take him. You know what I mean? Polish him up. Put him in there with a bunch of tomato cans.
This bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
We know he won a rematch with Tank Davis at 140. So I think that's what we'll do, Fred. We'll go ahead and take Ryan. I'll take Ryan Garcia. We'll send Cali. Y'all can get Keith. Send us to Selfie King, and we gonna work it out.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Full Revolution say, she said, you said you can have Ryan for free, coach, free of charge. I'll take Ryan. Ryan Garcia has some value. He's still young. He has over 9 million TikTok followers. He's popping on, he has over 9 million Instagram followers. He's popping on TikTok. You know what I mean? He's popping on TikTok. I'll take Ryan Garcia for Keith Thurman. I'll do that. I'll take Ryan Garcia for Keith Thurman right now.
True.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, California. Cali. We'll trade Thurman. Writing it down right now. Thurman for Ryan. Texas. We'll trade Thurman for Virgil Ortiz. New York. We'll trade Thurman for Teofimo. We'll trade Thurman for Teo. Philly. We'll trade Thurman for Bladder Flair. The Bladder Flair. We'll take Thurman for Bladder Flair. So that's it right there. These are the four trades. California, we'll trade you Thurman for Ryan Garcia. Texas, we'll trade you Thurman for Virgil Ortiz or nephew, kid also, we'll take nephew. New York, we'll trade you Thurman for Diddy Bop, Teofimo, and Philly, we'll trade you Thurman from Bladder Flair.
True.
Yeah. I think that's a fair trade. I think that's fair. Oh yeah, Vegas. Yeah. Hey, good looking out. Fotex said Vegas. And Vegas. We'll trade you Thurman for Big Rolo. That's a 5-city trade. Now, listen, I don't want nobody blowing my phone up now. Y'all got to make it. Don't be blowing my phone up. You know, y'all hit me up after hours and let me know. If you want to make the trade, let me know. I'll get in contact with Al. Matter of fact, I'm going to call Al. We're going to call Al right now. Let me call Al. Where Al at? Let me call Al right now. Hello. Hey, Al, what's going on, man? What's up, baby boy? This goes Malachi. Yeah. What's up? What you want? Hey, man, listen, Al, check this out, man. Right now, you know, I know that Keith Thurman is a PBC fighter, but he making my city a little bad, so we looking to trade him out the city. I have a couple of trades that you might want to consider. California is willing to trade Keith Thurman for Ryan Garcia. I think you need to really seriously consider that. King Ryan brings a lot to the table. He puts butts in seats as well. He broke pay-per-view records with Tank Davis. Texas is willing to trade Virgil Ortiz for Keith Thurman. We want Verge. We do want Verge. We need to make that happen. New York is willing to trade Teofimo Jr. for Thurman. We'll take T.O. We know he kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We know he kind of crazy, but we're willing to take him. All right. And Philly is willing to take Blatter Flair. We'll take Blatter Flair. Is Blatter Flair a PBC fighter yet? I don't know. But if he's not, we'll take Blatter Flair. You know what I mean, for Thurman. And Vegas. Well, we do know Big Rolo. Vegas is Big Rolo is a PBC fighter. So, but we want to trade him out of Florida. So we want to send Thurman to Vegas and send Big Rolo back to Florida. And we're going to claim Big Rolo because he's a star, he's special, because y'all told him that dumb shit. And then we're going to send him to Vegas. Is there any way you can work that out? Yeah, you got to call in. You got to call in. We're going to get Leonard on the phone. Hold on. So we got a super chat right here? We got a super chat right here. Shout out to Skills. Hey, okay. Dropping out quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Skills he said Keith Thurman can fight his injuries on the undercard. Hey, man, listen. He not injured no more.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hold on. I want to. What about Big Rolo? You're gonna have to call Booger Ray Leonard for that. Booger Ray pretty much handles that. I don't really fuck with Rolo like that. Okay, Al. Gas. Hello. Hey, Booger Ray, what's going on, baby boy? This is Coach Malachi. Oh my gosh, Coach, what do you want? You such a bitch ass nigga. I don't know why you're calling me. Booger Ray, check this out, dog. Listen, I'm thinking about trading Keith Thurman. You mean Keith one-time Thurman? You know what I mean? The guy to a former two-time unified welterweight champion. Yeah, him. Yeah, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Listen, Booger Ray, check this out, dog. I want to trade Keith Thurman for Big Rolo. Didn't you pick at Rolly Romero because I bought him a Bugatti? Didn't you do that? Don't you pick at me every day? You show me rubbing Floyd Mayweather's nipples and biting my bottom lip and looking at him with glossy bedroom eyes. You pick at me every day. You talk about me like a dog, and you have the nerve, buddy, to think that I'm going to trade my star player, Rolly Romero. You think I'm going to trade Rolly Romero, the one who I bought a brand new Bugatti? I got too much money invested in Rolly. Too much money invested. I just bought him a brand new Bugatti, bought him a coloring book with some of the best color crayons, that the country can buy. There's no way I'm going to trade him. You're going to have to give me somebody else, buddy. Booger Ray, check this out, dog. Don't do me like that, dog. Booger Ray, check this out. Big Rolo special. We do know that. Florida's willing to take Booger Ray. Florida's willing to take Big Rolo. Give us Big Rolo. You can have Keith Thurman. You can market him a little bit better. You and Floyd, Mr. Like I said before, y'all can do that now. Give us Big Rolo. Well, I don't know, Coach. I don't know. I really don't like you. You such a bitch ass nigga. You got your little podcast on YouTube. I really don't mess with you niggas on YouTube. You guys are just too much. I really don't like. I can't stand you, especially you. You clown me so much. I don't have no idea why I follow you on Twitter. I really don't know why I follow you on Twitter. Really don't like your content. But you know what? I'll think about it. Let me call Floyd. We'll talk about it over a nice, good, deep tissue massage. And after I finish doing my job, you know what I mean? And then we'll get into it. Have you talked to Ellie about this? You talking about Ellie sucking nigga nutsack? Listen, Coach, listen. You talk bad about Ellie. We don't like that. You have no business hating on him. You don't be mad because you don't have the contract that he has. Booger Ray, my contract, I don't believe in the knee pass contract. Coach, you got to look at the big picture. Yes, Ellie has knee pads when he does interviews. Yes, he uses the KY jelly that I personally gave him, my personal KY jelly that he uses for interviews. Yes, he uses the baby oil and the cocoa butter. Yes, he does. But don't worry about that, Coach. Coach, you got to look at the big picture. Don't you want to be the big hog-head cheese on YouTube? Don't you want to have all access to all of the PBC fighters? Don't you want to talk to Errol Spence, Tank Davis, all about the entire PBC and Mayweather Promotions roster? And if you want to do that, you're going to have to play ball, Coach. You're going to have to take the same contract that Ellie Setback assigned. You're going to have to get you some knee pads. We're going to give you the cocoa butter, the baby oil, and my personal KY jelly. If you're not willing to do that, you can forget about ever interviewing anybody from the PBC.
True.
Hey, Booger Ray, I'm straight, dog. I'm straight, dog. I'm good, dog. I ain't willing to do all that. I'm good. I'm good, dog. Forget all that, Booger Ray. I'm good. I don't need to interview nobody from the PBC. I'm straight, dog.
True.
I'm straight. You can have that Ellie contract. Chill out to Jamie Vasquez. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over,
He said, we'll trade Big Rolo and we'll throw Ellie. Oh, no, y'all can have him. No. He said, we'll throw Ellie setback too, so he can hype him up. Seems fair, coach. No. We don't need him. We don't need that. That's a bad representation of my state. That's a bad representation of my city. Now we don't need that. No D-riding is allowed. Shout out to Allie Maddox. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
No, that ain't happening. Hey, what it say? You say rare. You say rare as it is. In 6 years, there's been more sightings of Al Haymon in the ring than Keith Thurman. He said Keith Thurman for Rolly, solid trade. One Fugatti for. He said one Fugatti for another. Hey, all I'm saying, fam, is yeah, man. Like Booker Ray. Matter of fact, we got to make that happen.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, we gotta get the lights up. We need 8 more lights. Hey, yeah, we gotta make that happen, fam. We gotta make that happen. Because let me tell you something. I don't listen. One thing I don't want no crying ass nigga. Like y'all want Jamal Charlo, and I don't want Keith Thurman. He had tears in his eyes like he about to cry. Want somebody to feel sorry for him, like he was shooting an infomercial for the Help the Children's program. They help the children's fund. Like Keith. I'm still Keith one time Thurman, and I'm still that same guy, and the politics of boxing is, I wanted to fight Errol Spence, and I could have fought Crawford, and now look at here. Now your ass on the outside looking in because you were BSing around. True. See what happened when you be playing around? You playing around. Now Spence and Crawford finna make history. Spence and Crawford fixing to make history. You sitting on the sideline. Shout out to Roshiki, man, renewing the membership. Yeah. Y'all check this out. Look at these fights we have coming up. And check this out. A lot of people are making something out of this right here. Did you guys see this? I want to show you this. It says Errol Spence. I've been seeing it, but I didn't think much of it myself. It says Errol Spence inks. They say Errol Spence inks managerial pact with Fighters First Management. So, it says right here, Errol Spence has brought aboard an old friend as a new manager at a pivotal point in his career. Boxing scene has confirmed that the unbeaten, unified champion Errol Spence has signed a management contract with Fighters First Management CEO Adrian Clark, and they have entered into a managerial agreement. The news comes just days after Spence secured a long-desired showdown versus Terence Crawford. And he said the guy name is Adrian Clark. He said it's an honor to have Errol Spence on board, joining the Fighters First family. He said, if you know Errol, you know how meticulous and calculated he is in business. In 11 years, he has aligned himself with 2 companies, PBC and Everlast. You know what I mean? For Fighters First to be the 3rd company to represent Errol Spence Jr. says a lot about the whole, about who we are as a company. So he's with this team, you know what I mean? New management team. A lot of people feel that, hey, this means that, he's leaving Al Haymon, or they've hired him. They've hired this guy to keep an eye on Al Haymon. But what we do know with this here, we know how them death row contracts is over there, and Al Haymon run a tight ship. So I seriously doubt that he's getting away from Al Haymon. I doubt that, guys. We know Al run a tight ship.
Who you think he is, DJ Quick? No, I ain't saying. Kid Capri? I didn't say. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Can I tell you something? Money, I just said. Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Louis James said Keith lost his passion for boxing after the hell off. Shout out to Louis James for the $2 super chat. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, who you think it is? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Oh, you might be Jimmy Walker. Errol, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I have a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing, speak to me, don't look at me. Look, let me tell you something. If I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble. I don't give a damn who you sign with for management, who you sign with. You remember the contract that we got.
True.
Yeah. Hey, that should be like some red on the 5 heartbeats. Hey, listen, they say, now you know what? You know what? I remember we interviewed Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley said he never seen Al Haymon. Tomorrow we will be going live at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which will be 10 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Cali time. You know what I mean? I'm flying out. I'm flying out tomorrow. There's somebody I want to ask a question to. And I want to ask them, have they seen Al Haymon themselves? Personally. You know, I ain't trying to, I got Al's phone number on my sidekick. I talk to Al every day. I don't know if you guys know that. Coach Malachi Williams, I do talk to Al every day. I haven't seen him, but I talk to him.
True.
And you guys do know that I am pro PBC. I have a PBC contract. You know what I mean? I have a PBC contract. And according to my contract, you know what I mean? I do have to give thanks, praise to Al Haymon every day, but I haven't seen him though. So it's kind of strange. You know, I'm thanking the guy every day that's currently alive, breathing, walking the planet Earth right now. And so I think, and you know what I mean? And I don't know what he looked like. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. I could be talking to Floyd. Well, I know Floyd voice. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I got a contract with him. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to make it do what it do. I'm trying to get in his good graces. Y'all remember the TV show Charlie's Angels? Do you remember the TV show Charlie's Angels back in the day? You know the Angels, they do not know what Charlie looked like.
Hey, okay.
For real though.
True.
Do you remember the show Charlie's Angels? The Angels do not know what Charlie looked like. They got a boss that they talk to on speakerphone, but they don't know what he looked like.
True.
They did some shit. Shout out to WCS, man. Salute to you, family. Y'all please subscribe to my brother, man. Shout out to WCS. Shout out to S Strategy.
Hey, okay.
I'm dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Man, shout out to my sister Nick. He said Errol Spence. He say Errol Spence in alliance with Everlast. He said, but Boston Shigo and Fag 9 was down in Crawford for Everlast glove. They gotta make it make sense. Well, when it's if it wasn't for a double standard, if these guys did not have a double standard, they wouldn't have a standard at all. You know, when you hate a guy and you just lie and clickbait on the guy, they got to continue with the narrative. Those guys been bought and paid for, and they don't get paid a goddamn thing. Like literally, you know what they do? Like the Fag 9s and the Seagulls, they D-Rob for the PBC because they want to get acceptance for Booger Ray Leonard. Booger Ray on Twitter, he retweets some of those guys' tweets because they lie and run cover and clickbait and D-Rob pro PBC, right? So, Booger Ray Leonard say, you're doing Fag 9, you're doing a good job, buddy. Buddy, I don't care what Coach Malachi says. He's a hater. I don't care what he says, you do a good job, buddy. You keep it up. I don't care if Coach talk about your titties. It's not wrong with a man having titties, and you cottage cheese on your stomach and your nervous breakdown on camera. Don't worry about that, bro. You go ahead. And Shigo, you just keep on Shigoing. You the best Shigo I've ever seen, buddy. We don't worry about what Coach Malachi said. You get what I'm saying? So these dudes, they want favor from Booger Ray Leonard. Let that sink in. Booger Ray Leonard, the same guy who carried the spit bucket for Floyd Mayweather, the same guy who was rubbing Floyd's nipples, biting his bottom lip, and looking at Floyd with bedroom eyes in between rounds. That guy. Their claim to fame is Booger Ray Leonard retweeting something that they say on Twitter. Oh, yeah, see, if I didn't know what I was talking about, you think that someone as reputable as Booger Ray would be recognizing my tweets on Twitter? Dude, like little Booger Ray Leonard ain't nobody. Like literally, that's Floyd Mayweather's personal do boy. Like that's your claim to fame? Booger Ray? Come on.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I mean, that's your claim to fame. Booger Ray. You know what I mean? Yo, Clay the famous.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, I believe in having vision. You know what I mean? I believe in collectivizing, but goddamn, man, at some point in time, somebody got to tell the truth.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
That's all I'm saying, fam. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, Booker Ray ain't nobody, you know. Goddamn, you know. You feel me? I'm just saying, you know, this ain't no hate, no shade. Y'all know I like Booker Ray. Y'all know I am on the PBC payroll. I do have a contract right here, the PBC contract that Al Haymon faxed to me. But just think about this here. Charlie's Angels, I just want to pick it back to that. And then we're going to look at the fights that we have coming up on the schedule. Charlie's Angels, hit TV show of the 70s. You know what I mean? Charlie's Angels, you know, back then, these women that played the Angels, they was looked upon at that time, according to American standards, as three of the most beautiful women in the country. They was three of the most beautiful women in the country at that time in the 70 standards. And they had a boss by the name of Charlie. He sent them out on missions, gave them resources so that they can complete the mission. And guess what? They don't know what he looked like.
True.
How many fighters who are fighting right now at the PBC, their boss is Al Haymon, but guess what? They don't know what he looked like.
True.
If I talk to Shakur Stevenson, and if I say, Shakur, have you seen what's the name, Bob Arum before? Yeah, I see Bob all the time. Just seen him yesterday. You know, Shakur, you know, Devin Haney, have you seen Bob before? Yeah, I seen Bob. I seen Bob all the time. You know what, kid? You know, that kid, Shakur Stevenson, is something very, very special. Now, I tell you what, got this guy, you know, Devin Haney, he came over here for 3 fights. He did his thing against Vasily Lomachenko. You know, I thought Loma won the fight, but Devin Haney won, and now he's a free agent as well as the undisputed lightweight champion. I tell you what, kid, you know, you're going places, kid. You're going places. And that guy down in Florida, you know, what is that kid name? Coach Malachi. You tell that guy, if he ever comes to one of my events, I would give him the interview, no problem. Bob Arum, you know what I like about Bob Arum? Bob Arum don't mind giving, he'll give like the YouTubers interviews and stuff like that. Then, you know, the Alphabet Boy, they talk bad about Bob Arum, but Bob Arum, I think he got a net worth of like over $300 million. Bob Arum will sit down and talk to the little man. He'll talk to the little man, you know, on the chitlin circuit, as well as the big guy and everywhere in between, right? You know, so he's a boss, he's a CEO. You see Bob Arum. Regardless of whether you like him or not is irrelevant. Warren Buffett is a billionaire, multi-billionaire. You see Warren Buffett. He do interviews, talk to people. Bill Gates, he do interviews, talk to people. Joe Biden, he the president, do interviews, talk to people. Trump do interviews, talk to people. Who else talk to people? What's my main man? Eddie Hearn, he do interviews, talk to people. Old Fish-Eye Fool, Frank Warren, he do interviews, talk to people. All these dudes who work millions and millions and millions of dollars. Don King, almost 100 years old right now. I can go to West Palm Beach and sit down and talk to Don King right now. But guess what? Charlie's Angels, we can't see that.
True.
Hey Nick, well, shout out to my sister Nick Rich. Nick, how many people working at the PBC right now don't know what their boss look like? Have y'all thought about that? Shout out to Food Revolution. She say, didn't Haney say he looked at Bob during the fight and he was taking a nap? I mean, well, you know, the man about 100 years old. Shit, Bob been promoting fights since Jesus. Shit, Bob been promoting fights since David and Goliath. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, Bob Arum promoted that fight, David and Goliath. That was Bob Arum and Don King. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man.
True.
Shit, Bob Arum was promoting fights and Don King was running numbers over there when Jesus was around. doggone, when they had the Last Supper, when it was Jesus and the 12 disciples, Bob Arum was one of the disciples.
True.
You know what, Coach? But yeah, Bob, what's going on, Bob? Hold on, let me call Bob Arum right now. Hello. Hey, Bob, what's going on, baby boy? We live on the show right now. This Coach Malachi Williams, 2 meetings a day, USA Boxing. What's happening? Coach, why in the hell do you talk so damn fast? You need to slow that shit down. I'm smoking weed right now. I'm eating edibles. I'm wearing my diaper. I got some of the baddest tenderonis money can buy. And you're calling me talking loud and talking fast. Will you please shut that bitch ass shit up? Okay, Bob, I'm sorry about that, big boy. Hey, check this out, dog. I got a question to ask you. Yeah, go ahead. How long you been promoting? Well, it's going to take a minute for me to get this story out, kid. You know, it started 2,000 years ago. I was a good friend of mine by the name of Jesus. Have you heard of him? Yes, they wrote a famous book about him called the Bible. You know, it has a lot of prophets in there and stuff like that, but he's the main character. Yeah, I met Jesus. He had a road dog by the name of Judas. And I told Jesus 2,000 years ago at the Last Supper. We called it the Last Supper because that was the last time he ate a meal alive. Right after that, he got killed. You know, I told him at the Last Supper, I say, Jesus, there's a guy down there by the name of Judas. I don't like the way he's looking at you. I think he has a problem with you. Jesus was a very kind-hearted person. He didn't believe me. Next thing you know, Judas sold Jesus out for a piece of silver, a few pieces of silver, and you know what happened after that. He resurrected after 3 days, and 2,000 years later, people are still waiting on my friend Jesus to come back and save them. What do you think about that, kid? Hey, listen, man, check this out, man. We trying to get rid of Keith Thurman. Can we send him over there to Top Rank? Can you send us Teofimo Lopez? Oh, that kid Teofimo is a problem. I don't know what's wrong with him. You have the black revolutionaries from the Alphabet Boys. They say that I'm racist and I don't know how to promote black fighters. Then we have Teofimo Lopez. I think you call him Diddy Bop. He says that all I do is focus on black fighters and I only want to promote black fighters, insinuating that I'm pro-black. Now you gotta make your mind up. According to the Alphabet Boys, how can I be a racist and hate black people in one breath, but while in another breath, I only care about black people and I only want to promote black fighters? Both of these groups seem to have me confused. Can you please talk to them, coach, and let them know that both sides are full of shit? I will, Bob. I'll talk to you later. Let's give Bob a round of applause. I just called Bob. That was an exclusive interview. That was an exclusive interview from Bob Arum. We did it first. There's no channel that you can go to where you can get an exclusive interview like this. Call-in show. Bob Arum called into the show, spoke to the old boy. You get what I'm saying? We can see Al Haymon. Well, no, we can see Bob Arum. That's my whole point. We can see Bob Arum. We can see anybody. Guys who got a net worth of $40 billion. I can see what the dude who owned Amazon, Jeff Bezos. We can see Jeff Bezos right now, but we can't see Al Haymon. And he has way less money. He has way less money than those guys. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. We're talking that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shad said Judas and Peter were in negotiations, but Peter didn't want to take the 30% because he was the B side. Hey, man, all I'm saying is this here. Well, just imagine you working for a company and you can't even see the. Now, of course, if you're the average everyday employee and you're working for this big, huge mega company, you very seldom get a chance maybe to see the CEO. But CEOs even do make appearances to see their employees on the ground level. I used to work at a call center, and at a call center, I used to work for a call center, right? And the CEO used to come down like once every 3 months, every quarter, and come down and they have a luncheon with all the employees on the floor. If you ever worked in the call center, ain't nothing but a bunch of women working at the call center. A couple of dudes, but a bunch of women. Know what I mean? Whole lot of $10. I was surrounded by $10. I ain't gonna lie. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, and the CEO used to come down and see people. You get what I'm saying? But boy, it's a whole lot of people. They got PBC contracts. They don't even know what Al Haymon looks like.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I'm just saying, like, goddamn, you know, and then you got to get on there. You got to get on there and pull up Johnny Rice. I'm telling you right now, I have the PBC contract. And in my contract, it says that I have to thank Al Haymon first. And guess what? I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I have to thank Al Heyman's first in this PBC contract.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and thank Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm letting you know right now. Motherfucker, like, when you get on your knees at night, thank Al Haymon. When you wake up in the morning, thank Al Haymon. Bro, like, I remember I was watching, you don't see no other promotional company that have fighters. Normally when a fighter wins a fight, he automatically thanks God. You know, I want to thank God. If you're Muslim, you know, you want to thank Allah, you know, whoever it is, whatever deity you serve, or you're going to thank your mom, your dad, your wife, whatever the case may be. But boy, that PBC contract, boy, if you mess around and thank anybody else outside of Al Haymon, boy, he gonna put some foot in your ass.
I will break my leg off, up in your ass so far that you be shitting sneaker for a month.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Boy, listen, I ain't never seen nothing like that. I've never seen fighters, like literally like every fighter too. It's like it ain't just one fighter. You know, first of all, I gotta thank Al Haymon, you know what I mean? Then I want to thank my wife. Okay, then I want to thank my mom, my dad, you know, then I want to thank Big Booty Judy. You know, she was a fine side piece. Then I want to thank Bow-Legged Kim. Bow-Legged Kim, she put it on me the other week. Last week, my wife don't know nothing about that, dude. You know what I mean? Y'all want to thank all them, but Al Haymon has to be thanked first.
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, boy, you fuck around and go in there and want to talk about the books. Hey, Al, check this out, Al. Look here, man. I don't know what you look like. I got you on the phone for some reason. I don't know what you look like. I don't know your house at. I don't even know where PBC office is at. You know, we do everything by phone. So, you know, damn, is there like I really want to talk to you about my office hours, you know, about my pay, man. Like you told me that I was gonna get $5 million. I got the $1 million, but the other what happened to the other $4 million? Well, you gonna get the rest of it on the back end. We're waiting on the rest of it to come in from the strength of the pay-per-view. Yeah. But it's been 2 years now. It's been 2 years now. It's been 2 years. Shout out to Ellen Maddox dropping that $2 super chat. He said Fag 9 and Stephen A. Smith got the same conditioning coach. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Big Sarge said the press conference is tomorrow. No, the press conference next week. It's in the press conference is I don't know which one. As a matter of fact, Big Sarge, which one you talking about? Which one you talking about? Because I don't want to assume anything. If you're talking about the Crawford Spence press conference, it's next week. I thought it was this week, but it's next week. It is in LA and in New York. I was right about that, but I was wrong about the date. It's next week. So it's in LA and it's in New York, which is a good thing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Fotex, New York, then LA. You're right. You're right about that. Hey, what to say, Shad? You say PBC offices are like Tommy from Martin job. It don't exist, bro. I'm like, I got somebody I'm gonna talk to that I'm gonna ask. That's gonna be like one of my main questions I ask. Dude, have you met Al Haymon? If he say, nah, I ain't met him. I don't even know what he looked like. To be honest with you, you know, I'm like, God damn, you know, that's gonna tell me everything. That's gonna tell me everything, bro. That's some Charlie's Angels type shit. Look, though, I run my business off my phone fax machine. He probably got an old school fax machine and everything. You get what I'm saying?
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Now, this what's going on tomorrow. This is on ESPN. We have Eric Benazian versus Jose de Jesus Macias, right? So Eric Benazian versus Jose de Jesus Macias. This is tomorrow. This is on ESPN. And I think this is in, it says right here, Canada, Montreal. Saturday, Clarissa Shields versus Marcela Cornejo. So Maricela Cornejo, right? This is Clarissa Shields. Now, I haven't heard much about this fight. Clarissa Shields, she says she is a draw. She's fighting. She's from Flint, Michigan, and she's fighting in Detroit. I do not know how many tickets have been sold. Can someone please send me some information as it relates to the sales of this fight? Have this fight been selling? Because Clarissa Shields is saying that she wants to, she would not fight Savannah Marshall again unless it's in the States. But I think the only problem with that is in America, they really don't support women's boxing like that unless it's Eddie Hearn that's involved. And Eddie Hearn and Katie Taylor and Anicia Estrada, not Anicia Estrada, Senicia, what's my girl name? Man, I keep forgetting her damn name. Amanda Serrano, sorry about that. Amanda Serrano, they put on in New York. They sold it out. They had the press from all over the world to watch them, and that was Fight of the Year, hands down. Fight of the Year candidate, whatever the case may be, right? Now, Clarissa Shields, if Savannah Marshall come over here to the States and fight her, me personally, I think that fight with her and Savannah Marshall would be bigger overseas because Clarissa Shields don't get the support like that. She don't get the support like that in America. So, you get what I'm saying? Somebody please send me some information on that. I want to know. Shout out to Shad for dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say, Shad? Shad say, he said, Coach Bud is my guy, and I got to tip my hat off to him on these media appearances and whoever he has hired to help handle his social media. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, you got to sell a fight. You know, you got to sell a fight at the end of the day. I mean, that comes with the job description, so I'm glad he's
down from the bar. There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, y'all send me some information on that, man, because Clarissa Shields, man, bro, she gonna have to, I ain't trying to tell her how to handle her business. I know she say she the GOAT and all that stuff. I ain't trying to tell her how to handle her business, but, bro, like, I ain't nobody even talking about this fight, dog. Like, I'm be honest with you, bro. Like, remember when Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano was going to fight? The electricity that was in the air, the press conferences that they had. Do you remember the press conference was sold out? All those people that was there, people was excited about that, bro. I don't hear that for Clarissa Shields. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Coach? This Sack from Baltimore. What's going on with you?
Fast and be more. Talk to me, fam.
Nothing much. I'm just tuning into the show. I'm kind of late. I'm a little behind, but is Thurman supposed to be fighting Boots next?
Man, no. I'm trying. No, we trying. Listen, check this out. What we trying to do fast is this. Keith Thurman. Now you know Keith Thurman from my city, my area, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now we don't disown them though. We don't disown them. We don't want them no more, right? So we trying to trade. We try to trade them to another city for another fighter, right? Because in this state right here, and especially in my city, we don't ride with you just because you from our city. That's only gonna go so far. We are in the what have you done for me lately business.
Right. Yeah.
Like someone like a Gary Russell, he wouldn't make it here. Because we're not gonna be like DC. Oh, that's Gary, man. We just gonna ride with him. No, the nigga ain't fighting nobody. He ain't fighting. He fighting once every 13, 14 months. No, we want to see him getting in. And Keith Thurman, he been milking the cow too long. So
yeah, no, I agree on that. Man. I think I want to see Keith get in there too, man, because it's like the Earl fans, they be riding them off like. Yeah. He ain't shit, but I be thinking like, I'm like, yo, he only lost the fucking Pacquiao when it wasn't like he got blown out the water. You know what I mean?
No, man, the Errol Spence fans is doing right because we doing the same thing in Florida. The thing is this man has been so inactive, and then what happened was we looked at his resume right after he fought Danny Garcia. He kind of like he was out in the home. He took like almost a 2-year hiatus. He went to Tibet, got married. He started wearing red dots on his forehead. I don't know if he a Buddhist or what now. And he's just coming back out of the scene, talking about I want to fight Errol. And Errol like, no, I'm going to fight Spence. I'm going to fight Crawford next. Right. So now he out of the loop, and he don't want to fight on that undercard. For me, the best thing to do is to fight on the Spence Crawford undercard, because you kind of like, don't nobody know who you is anymore. You ain't been on the scene. Your last fight, you fought pay-per-view. You fought Mario Barrios, and that went triple wood. You sold 40,000 pay-per-view buys. You went triple wood. You didn't go triple platinum. You didn't go gold. You didn't go diamond. You went triple wood. You went quadruple plastic in your last fight. So if I'm him, I would say I would humble myself and say, look, let me be a co-main event, and let me fight a fighter that has a good, reputable name that the people can get excited about to help sell his fight. He's saying, no, he don't want to do that. He's a headliner. But them days over with.
Well, put him on the shelf. Yeah, it's time to put him on the shelf, Coach. I ain't gonna hold you too long. I'm gonna check out his interviews. I think he recently did an interview.
He did.
I think it was a Fight Hub.
Yeah, Fight Hub.
I'm gonna check that shit out. I'm gonna check that out too, though. Yeah, but it's time for him to fight. Yeah. I think he want to do what Sean Porter doing for real. But before I let you go, I want to speak on Clarissa Shields. Yeah, now I don't know why it's so hard for her to sell here in America. Now I don't know if it's because the sport women's boxing not getting a lot of recognition here, like kind of like women's basketball. But I don't know, man. That's a great question. But I'm gonna turn into the show, Coach. I holler.
Shout out to Fast Man. Be more stand up. Yeah, be more stand up. Yeah, no, Errol Spence fans doing right. Y'all doing right. See, I'm with the Spence fans on that. They supposed to keep their foot on his neck. Cause Keith Thurman was bullshitting, dog. Shout out, caller. What's the name? Where you calling from?
It's Curtis from Long Beach.
Curtis, talk to me.
Man, I'm happy that happened to Thurman, man. Like I said months ago on your show that, I hope Spence don't fight him and, he fight anybody but Thurman, because I didn't like them games that Thurman was playing, man. Like, you're not fighting Spence, you're not fighting Crawford.
Yeah.
And then you got the opportunity to fight Crawford. Spence, if Thurman was smart, he would have took that Crawford fight back in July, or when Crawford had, offered it back in December or whatever, and he would have fought on that BLK Prime card. And even if he lost, he still would have been in line to fight Spence, because I think Crawford gonna beat Spence. And then you and Spence could have matched up, bounce back fight for both of y'all. And he possibly could have fought both dudes. You know what I'm saying? But, for him, I'm glad he got froze out, man. I don't feel sorry for him at all. You know what I'm saying? So, see what happens. Hopefully he can build it back up. But
yeah,
I'm happy Spence stuck to his word and didn't fight him.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, Curtis from Long Beach, salute to you, fam. LBC stand up. Long Beach in the house. Home of Snoop Doggy Dogg in the Dog Pound. Trey D, the East Siders, Doggy's Angels. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. No, man, listen, man. Keith Thurman did this to himself. Ain't nobody finna sorry for no damn Keith Thurman. Literally, you held up the welterweight division for a little bit. You know what I mean? So the best thing ever happened to the welterweight division that Keith Thurman lost those belts. He ain't got no belt now. So, you expect somebody to be waiting on you like I'm Keith Thurman. Your name don't hold no weight no more, dog. It's over with.
True.
Two-Tone the Superstar say Clarissa Shields is not a likable person. You know what? There's a lot of people, especially with the mainstream media and quite a few, some fans, they don't like Clarissa Shields at all. They don't. That is true now. Caller, what's the name you calling from?
Coach, what's happening, man? Just to seem like prayers, I wanted to call back real quick because you was reading off the fights that's coming up, bro. I was under the impression there wasn't no fights this weekend, and then to find out that Clarissa Shields is fighting and ain't nobody said shit.
Ain't nobody said nothing, dog. Bro, that's what I'm trying to say, dog. Bro, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like Clarissa Shields, I think she's a 3-division undisputed world champion. She's the self-proclaimed GOAT of boxing. She got a fight coming up Saturday, and ain't nobody talking about it. You know what? I didn't even realize she had a fight Saturday until somebody said something in the chat.
True.
So who is her promoter? Because they need to get fired.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. I don't know.
Like I mean, what the fuck going on? That's crazy. Like that's really crazy, bro. Like to not know Clarissa Shields is fighting, bro. Like that. I feel like that's crazy, but like she got the most accomplishments in the female sport. Like on the female side of the sport. I mean, because like when Alicia Baumgartner fought, like everybody was talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like as far as on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. But
yeah, boy, they love Alicia Baumgartner, boy, but they don't talk about Clarissa Shields in the way they talk about Alicia Baumgartner. But go ahead.
I'm saying, do you think it's because she don't get knockouts?
Yeah, she don't get knockouts. That's one. And then two, her personality. So Clarissa Shields have the Jamel Charlo personality. Clarissa Shields, like Jamel Charlo, don't nobody like Jamel Charlo. They like him from a boxing standpoint, but his personality just turned people off. Like he just turned people off. Clarissa Shields turned a lot of people off. They look at her as being arrogant, big mouth, arrogant, cocky. They look at her as not having any class. People are still upset with her that her brother had swamp punched her. I forgot the old trainer was an old man. Her brother had punched the dude, a real old man, at one of her like press conferences, and almost killed that guy. That guy was knocked out, went in a coma, something, and and she didn't denounce it. So people dislike Clarissa Shields for a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Well, I say this. I didn't know she was this unpopular. Like I didn't know that. That's not surprised. I mean, I know like in marketing, like if you marketing a female in anything, this is one thing I saw that I felt like might affect it. Like she always used to be like real public with her relationship, and as a female, I feel like that. And then the nigga wasn't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga. I mean, I know that shouldn't matter, but that shit matters. You feel me? Because with the female boxer, I mean, at the end of the day, mostly men watch the sport. So if we're gonna watch a female, and I mean, Clarissa Shields is sexy to me. You feel me? But when she come out with a nigga and she always on Instagram with a nigga and shit like that, and the nigga wasn't nobody, I feel like that shit might. I mean, I don't know. And then also a female that be arguing with niggas and shit, like she be arguing with niggas. Maybe that's what it is. Like I don't like she can't fight none of the male boxers, but she really be going back and forth with male boxers. Maybe that got something to do with it. But I feel bad for her though, for real, because she done did so much shit. I feel like we should have knew that this shit was gonna happen. But that's all I wanted to talk about, because that shit crazy. I don't know that shit crazy.
All right, shout out to Sino Life Prayers. Yeah, it's a lot of shit with Clarissa, man. I'm not gonna, bro. Listen, when her brother came on stage and punched, what's the trainer name that her brother punched? Her brother punched that dude, bro. That old man, the trainer, and almost killed that man on stage, man. And she didn't like come out and condone it. None of that, bro. It was, you know what I mean? That, bro. I mean, even for me, I felt some type of way about that. I was like, man, you know what, dog? Like, why you got this crazy nigga on stage? You got this crazy dude on stage. And then you stole the man. Ali Bashir, that's his name, Ali Bashir. And he stole him. Bro, like, you stole an old man. Ali Bashir, like 70-something years old, dog. You stole him? You hit the man when his back was turned? And then Clarissa kind of like took up for her brother. That turned a lot of people off, bro. That turned a lot of people off with her. You get what I'm saying? So I think, she might be, I mean, it is what it is, man. She might be blackballed or something, bro, because, it ain't I don't want to hear nothing about no racism, because, these niggas love to play the race card. Nah, sometimes it's just your personality. Sometimes it's just you. Sometimes it's just, it is what it is. Now, her accomplishments, I take my hat off to Clarissa Shields' accomplishments. She's accomplished a lot. But then she'll say stuff like, she's the face of boxing, and she has a right to say that. Shout out to Mike Jones. Dropping out quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mike Jones said, I love Clarissa Shields. She pops up shit and weak men hate it. I mean, Mike, I don't think that if you hate, see, it's not as simple as because she pop her shit. There's a lot of fighters that talk shit, right? It's not as simple as that when it comes to Clarissa Shields. There's a combination of a whole lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Mike Jones, it's not as simple as that, Pam. It's a lot of shit like she said, she's something to quote. No man is accomplished in the sport of boxing what I've accomplished. Who accomplished what I accomplished, right? I'm 3-division undisputed world champion. The only problem with that is this. You got to put everything in its proper context. For one, the women don't have the level of politics in women's boxing that they have in men's boxing. That's one. Two, the women's boxing don't have the level of competition that the men have in men boxing. So it's a lot easier for a woman, a female boxer, to become undisputed because it ain't that many of them. It ain't that many. It's 20 fighters. Of course I'm being facetious, but it's 20 fighters. So shit, it's easy for you to, I'm going to be undisputed in middleweight. I'm going to be undisputed at super middleweight. Then I'm going to go down to junior middleweight and become undisputed. And ain't no other man doing that. I mean, it's easy to do that. In the women's boxing, it ain't nobody there. True. Laquita, Boquisha, Shanika, Riri, Sanicia, Alicia, Latricia, Michaela, Katie, Chantel. Bro, it ain't that many women. How many elite women in female in boxing right now? Name them. How many elite women in each division? So, I mean, I like Clarissa Shields. I do. I followed her throughout the Olympics. I love Clarissa Shields. I do. But I got to be honest, dog. I can't sit back and say that you're the face of boxing when you can't sell in your own country. Your biggest fight was you had to go overseas to fight with Savannah Marshall, right? You two-time Olympic gold medalist. She's decorated. I can't take nothing from her. She's the GOAT. She says she's the GOAT. I'm not taking nothing away from Clarissa Shields. I'm not. I don't want no Clarissa Shields fan. Like, yeah, that old nigga over there hating. He hating on the sister. I'm not hating on the sister. But I want you guys to realize something. My opinion, and when I put everything in its proper context, she can't be the face of boxing. They don't have the level of competition in women's boxing that they do in men's boxing. So far from what I've seen, the biggest fight for women in America, for women's boxing in America, has been Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. If you go back and look at that fight right there, that was at the Garden? That was at the Garden or the Barclays Center. Where that fight happened at? The Garden or the Barclays Center? They sold it out or almost sold it out. Something of that sort. They sold it out or almost sold it out. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like Booker Ray Leonard said time and time again, it's about putting butts in seats. You got to be a draw in order to be the face of something. If you're not a draw, you can't be the face of something if you're not a draw. That doesn't go together. You get what I'm saying? So I do admire my sister's accomplishments. She's done her thing. But I just got to be honest, dog. You can't be the face. If can you sell out the Garden? You know what I mean? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, this is Sheila from Cali again.
Sheila, talk to me.
I called earlier about that trade for Ryan, and we'll take Keith.
Okay, you say.
I was just wondering. Yeah, we'll take Keith, but he has to grow his hair back though, because he's very handsome. But we need the hair back, so you need to add that in, amend the contract.
I will do that. We'll do that. We'll try
Is that possible?
Yeah, we'll do that. With the technology today, and they got a lot of men weaves out there. Men do wear weaves today. We can work it out. We can put some weave on them and make them look good.
Okay, well, yeah, if we can amend that, we'll take Keith still. You can have Ryan.
All right.
Okay, bye, Coach.
All right. Shout out to Sheila, man. Killer Cali. Shout out to Mike Jones. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over.
Might say Carissa been fighting everybody they put in front of her, the men, just now doing what she's doing. Women's boxing is popping because of her. Facts. All right, if you feel that way, Mike, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you feel that way. I'm not going to debate your opinion. Shout out to Ali Maddox. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, women's boxing to me is kind of like watching the WNBA. To me, it's like watching angry, rough holes and dykes squabbling. I just can't get into it. I'm too old school. Yeah, there's a lot of men that say that as well.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
There's a lot of men that say that. With the WNBA, I can't get into WNBA. Not the pivot, but I don't want to see a bunch of dykes running up and down the court. Women that look like men trying to appeal. Like, I don't even know who they're trying to appeal to. Because the majority of the people who watch basketball in America are men. So I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but if the majority of the people who watch basketball in America are men, you can't. Is the WNBA trying to appeal to the LGBT community? They not appealing to men, because don't no men want to see that, and apparently they ain't doing a good job recruiting the women. So is that, you know what I mean? That's LGBT basketball. I don't know. I don't get it. I used to watch it back in the 90s when they had Cheryl Swoops. What's my girl name? Lisa Leslie. What's my girl name? Cynthia McKinley. All of those, back then in the 90s when they first started. I think in WNBA started in 1997. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, dang, coach, you telling me Clarissa Shields is as likable as Devin Haney? No. I like Clarissa Shields. Like, she's one of my favorite female fighters. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't like her. Now, of course, in the online communities, stuff like that. I mean, the revolutionaries like her. The online Huey P. Newtons, they like her and stuff like that. I get it. Power to the people and stuff like that. I get it. You know what I mean? As long as she stay on code till they switch out on her. But I'm just saying, fam, like, I don't know, man. Maybe if she can get Savannah Marshall over here to fight her, maybe. But I don't see none of these guys like this. Even the guys who pro Clarissa Shields, I don't see them making a whole lot of content about her.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Now I did some good numbers talking about Clarissa Shields when she fought Savannah Marshall. When she fought Savannah Marshall, some of my highest shows have been when I did a show on Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. That was high. I had a lot of subscribers from the UK, watched that, came to that show, and some from America, and quite a few from America. Those shows was popping. So when I talk about Clarissa Shields, it does very well, but it's just a lot of different things that go into play. Why people don't like her. I don't know. It's a lot, bro. It's not just one thing. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D-Block, is this your second time? Talk to me.
Two times.
Go ahead.
We good? All right. Hey, coach, I got a question on Clarissa Shields, man. I know that, the way she puts herself out there is trying to say that she's the GOAT. But being honest with you, coach, I know she's an Olympic she has pedigree. She's great. She's fought everybody and she beat everybody.
Yes, she did.
But
she did.
I also feel like, in a lot of women boxing, the recognition is that they can knock anybody out. I've seen women boxing where they do knock each other out. I've seen knockouts. But I think one of the things, if we're going to criticize my boy, the real deal, the dream, Haney, is that Clarissa Shields ain't got no power. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, she don't have punch of power. She's a pure boxer.
And we consider her the GOAT, right?
I know she consider herself the GOAT. I mean, I can't say we, but she consider herself the GOAT, and her supporters do.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't see her as the GOAT. I don't. For her to say that Layla Ali ain't nothing compared to her, like I said, I think I told you this a long time ago, Coach. I really found that disrespectful towards our past history of greatness, which is Layla Ali, especially knowing Layla Ali had, she has your dad's name, and that's what got her into boxing too. And I would definitely see Layla Ali beating Clarissa Shields, because Layla Ali did have power. You know what I mean? And it showed in her record. But I know that, because we're talking about this. What do you think about that, Coach?
I mean, you got to put everything in its proper perspective. Layla Ali is a different generation than Clarissa Shields. And Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields had some words in the past. So, Clarissa Shields is young. She's very brash. She's cocky. She's arrogant. She talk that talk, but she do back it up in the ring. So, some felt that she disrespected Layla Ali, stuff like that. But, they was going back and forth. And it is what it is. I mean, if Clarissa Shields felt like she was disrespected, she clapped back and vice versa. So that's all it is. It ain't, I don't look too much into that. I don't look too much into it. To be honest with you.
And thank you so much, Coach. I got one more thing, and that's it. I'm going to let you go, because I appreciate you, Coach, all the time letting me in the show. Keith Thurman, Coach. Keith one-time Thurman. Tampa's best. Tampa's next son that came in and really
Tampa.
didn't. I mean,
he's not from Tampa. He's from Clearwater.
Oh, really, Coach? I thought he was from Tampa. Ain't that where his gym is at?
He's from Clearwater. Keith Thurman is from Clearwater, Florida. I'm from Tampa. He ain't from Tampa. We share the same. Share the same. It's the Bay Area. The Bay Area consists of Hillsborough County, Pinellas County. That's St. Pete, Clearwater, and Tampa is Hillsborough County. But he from across the bridge. He from the other side of the bridge.
So in other ways, like you say, like I always say, like my cousin come from out of town sometimes. Yeah. And then he be acting a little crazy, and I'll be like, "No, that's my cousin from the other side." So is that the way you're looking at Keith Thurman with you, Coach? Nah. Hold on. We might be from Florida, but homie, he from the other side of the bridge. D Block, D Town, D2, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Yeah, Keith Thurman from the other side of the bridge. He ain't from Tampa now. He ain't from Tampa. He from the other side of the bridge. I just want to let everybody know that, because D Block made a mistake saying Keith Thurman from Tampa. He is not from Tampa. He is from Clearwater, Florida, the same place Hulk Hogan is from. Hulk Hogan, he's from Clearwater. To Keith Thurman from Clearwater. True. Yeah, let's get that shit straight right now. Shit, I don't know about talking about talking about he from Tampa. Shit. Now this what's going on. Saturday we have Clarissa Shields fight. This is on the Zone. Damn, on the Zone. Let me see what's up. Let's look at it. Is that the only fight? Savannah Marshall. Now, y'all check this out. Look at it. Let's read this article. Let's read this article right here. Savannah Marshall says, Shields needs me. Won't make much money fighting anyone else. Look at that there. Look at here. Look. It's a former middleweight champion. Savannah Marshall believes that a rematch with Clarissa Shields will happen again. Last October, Marshall lost a 10-round decision to Shields in their highly anticipated undisputed match at 160 pounds last year, right? Marshall will attempt to bounce back in another major fight when she moves up in weight to challenge the undisputed super middleweight world champion Fresh-On Cruz on July the 1st. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get y'all my prediction on that fight right there. I'm going to wait on that. I think Fresh-On Cruz, where is she from? Is she from Detroit? She's from Detroit. I know Barry Hunter is training her out of D.C. No, Fresh-On Cruz, she from D.C., right? I think she's from D.C. Not sure. Shields returns to the ring this Saturday night when she defends her undisputed middleweight championship in Detroit against mandatory challenger Maricela Cornejo, right? Should they both win with upcoming bouts, there would be a heavy demand for a rematch. And see, this is the thing. It's not a lot of competition. You know what I mean? In their weight divisions. So she said, I've seen how my profile grew just from that one fight. And I believe that it was down to the rivalry. This is what Marshall told Sky Sports. She said, even now, all people are saying is this: when is the rematch? When is the rematch? That's what boxing is all about. It's a business. If you haven't got a rival, it's not like you're going to, he said, if you haven't got a rival, it's not like you're going to struggle. But that's where it happens. Okay. So I think all roads are going to lead to these young ladies fighting each other again. I want to see, can somebody please send me some information on what Claressa Shields' ticket sales are like for this fight coming up? Please. I would say Franchon, she's from, you say she's from VA? She from Virginia? But she lives in Baltimore. Okay. All right. Shout out to LA Modos for dropping that $2 super chat. He said Keith Thurman delusional ass could headline against Claressa. Okay. Let's look and see. Let's look and see what else we have over here. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to see this fight again. I do want to see this fight again. Like, where is Claressa going to go? And this is a classic case of, okay, she's the 3-division. I think she's 3-division undisputed, but somebody just send me that information. Send it to me via Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter, my DM, or just tag me with it. Coach_Malachi. Coach_Malachi. You can hit me, DM it to me on my Instagram, Coach Malachi Williams. But do that though. Because I want to know if her fans are really supporting her like that. She's from Michigan. She's from Michigan, so I want to see if her fans are really supporting her like that. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. Is her fans supporting her like that? So, I don't know how much money they made in that last fight, but you know, all roads may lead back to Savannah Marshall. In America, you know what? I remember the time. I don't know if you guys remember this. Do you remember the time when Savannah Marshall was signed to Mayweather Promotions? As a matter of fact, Savannah Marshall was signed to Mayweather Promotions. Do anybody remember that? Booker Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather, especially Booker Ray, but they were sweating like a Hebrew slave on stage. But Booker Ray saw Savannah Marshall, saw how tall she is. Y'all remember that? He saw how tall she is. Man, they went to shaking our hand like, oh yes, they went to shaking our hand. Booker Ray went to cheesing. They brought Tank Davis up there on stage. Y'all remember that? True. Booker Ray was like, Lord, I got this tall, beautiful, voluptuous white woman next to me. This sweet milk and magnesia is sitting next to me. Booker Ray was getting weak. He was getting weak at the knees. Y'all don't remember that? I'm going to show you right now. I got it right here. Well, I ain't never seen Floyd Mayweather. I ain't never seen Floyd Mayweather never smile as hard. I ain't never seen him smile as hard before in my life, bro. Bro, all the pro blacks was 38 hot. So oh yeah, that's Alamada. Sorry, I got that. Hey, all the pro blacks was 38 hot, boy. I'm talking about they were mad. Dr. Umar Johnson was mad. Tariq Nasheed was mad. Professor Black Truth, he was mad. Jason Black was mad. They were like, I know these Negroes ain't up there with this snow bunny smiling and cheesing like this here. Now, it wasn't the fact that, you know, Floyd Mayweather made a business move. They made a business move, right? They made a business move. Dr. Umar didn't like
my question to my Milwaukee Africans and my Chicago Africans, where can Dr. Umar pull up to watch the Tank Ryan fight? You must have food. You must have food. No snow bunnies, no drugs, no crime. Because you know the FBI follows me wherever I go. The CIA follows me wherever I go. So I'm trying to pull up to Chicago or Milwaukee to watch the Tank Ryan fight. Where can I come? Chicago Africans, is there a safe space for the Prince? No snow bunnies, no snow bunnies, no snow bunnies, no non-African queens, no illegal activity.
The Umar said no snow bunnies. Now he did not like this video right here. I'm gonna show y'all this. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this, dog. Like this right here, but Booger Ray was sweating like a Hebrew slave. Boy, he was sweating up something, boy.
Also, I'd like to welcome up to the stage Mayweather Promotions' new signee, none other than two-time Olympian from Great Britain, none other than...
I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Now, watch how Booger Ray never go to spot. Look at Floyd. Shaking that head, boy. Y'all see this? Look how Booger Ray cheesy. Oh, my sweet milk and magnesia. But I ain't never seen Booger Ray smile like that.
You're right, she did beat an American.
You see that? You see that? Boy, Booger Ray cheesing from ear to ear. I ain't never seen him smile that hard. True. Boy, listen. They talk all, I told you, boy, they talk all that pro-black stuff. But guess what? Booger Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, they signed Savannah Marshall. True. Why they didn't sign Clarissa Shields? Clarissa Shields beat Savannah Marshall in the Olympics. She was two-time gold. They signed Savannah Marshall. Did y'all notice that? They signed Savannah Marshall. Hey, Lisa, listen, that pro-black revolution shit, that shit ran right out the window. But listen, they saw that tall white woman. He said, boy, this is a tall, beautiful, this tall, beautiful milk and magnesia. I ain't never seen it, bro. Let me tell you something. I've never seen Booger Ray Leonard smile and cheese this hard before in my life. And I never seen Floyd Mayweather walk up to anybody, meet them before they even step on the stage, and automatically start shaking their hand. I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen that. I'm just saying, for me. You know what I mean? I've been watching Booger Ray and them for a minute, and I ain't never seen it. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. And they didn't even sign their sister. They didn't sign their sister. You know what I mean? So much for the revolution.
I ain't gotta go nowhere. The earth is my turf. As long as I fall on earth, as long as I fall on planet earth. Earth is my turf. Summit.
Look at Booger Ray cheese. Look at Booger Ray.
Long we got the same.
Look at Booger Ray. Cheesing. He finna bring Tank on stage now. Look at that. Look how he shake his head.
This is our new champ. This is the best fight in the UK right here.
Hey, look at that. Look how they clap. Well, I ain't never seen them clap like that.
Hey, guys, in the center here, please.
He like, Lord have mercy. Sweet milk and magnesia. Bro, Tank up there. Look at Tank. Got Tank up there cheesing too. Tank cheesing here to here. They got Tank cheesing here to here too. Look at Booger Ray and Tank. Hold on. Look at Booger Ray. Hold on. Look at Booger Ray and Tank. Y'all, look at this here. Look at this smile right here. Hold on. What they got doggone? Oh, my sweet milk and magnesia. Boy, look at Booger Ray and Tank. Boy, look, saw them pearly whites, but pretty white teeths. That's all I'm saying. True. Shit, man, man. You know, boy, goddamn, boy, nigga getting weak at the knees. Boy, she had them niggas weak on stage, boy. True. Hey, y'all remember that time I told y'all, when I was in the nation, right? This 2009, this 1993. 1993, we had the Juneteenth Festival in Miami, in Liberty City. I think we was in Liberty City. We had some kind of, but we left and we went to some hotel, right? And there was some kind of function at the hotel. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, there was this tall, fine-ass white woman, bruh. She was finer than a motherfucker. Lord have mercy. Boy, I'm talking about she make the prowess of the black get weak. But she was fine and all that though, bro. But she had to be about 6 feet tall. She had to be about 6 feet tall, dog. And she had heels on, 6 feet tall with heels. And I had my first officer, right? He doing security at the door. He like 6'3". This nigga sweating like a Hebrew slave. He don't post like this. He can't stop sweating. And I'm looking at now, you know, I was the proest of the black at that time. Nigga, I hated white people. I hated anything white. I ain't like my white teeth, none of that there. Like I was pro-black. Like, nigga, I ain't anything white. I ain't like it, right? So, you know, but I noticed my brother, he's sitting up there Hated him for no reason, of course, but in the nation is on. But he's sitting up there, he on post, and now we don't do security a whole lot of times. You get what I'm saying? I've never seen this brother do this. That nigga, this is the first time I've ever seen him sweating. So me being a lieutenant, I'm observing the room, checking everything out. We got Dr. Khaled in here. We doing security for Dr. Khaled. You know what I mean? So, you know, we Dr. Khaled here and stuff like that. This dude on post. So I'm looking at him. I'm talking to the second lieutenant, Craig. I say, Craig. He said, yeah, what's up, brother? I say, I said, Craig, salam alaikum. This is what he said in the nation. Salam alaikum. Nawaikum salam. I said, yeah, at ease, soldier. Hey, like, brother, Craig, you see Brother George? Yeah. Do you see him sweating up there? Yeah, I see him sweating. What's wrong with him? I said, you see that? I said, you see that white woman right there? The brother, you think the brother getting weak? Bro, that nigga was shake. Bro, he pulled, because in the nation, back then, we kept a pad, we kept a pen on us, a pad on us to write stuff down, and you kept a handkerchief on you. You get what I'm saying? So he just sitting there wiping his sweat. I had to relieve that brother of his duty, man.
True.
Yeah, I had to relieve him of his duty. I walked up to him. I had another brother relieve him. You know what I mean? Because, you know, in the nation, you just can't leave your post. You have to be properly relieved. So when the brother walk up to you and say, salam alaikum, you know what I mean? You relieve. At ease, soldier, you know, you relieved of your duty. He relieved of his duty, salute him, put his hand down, and, and he flank out. Do like this, he'll flank out and go. You get what I'm saying? And another brother get on post, and you sit back and you watch. Bruh, he kept, and I saw him cutting his eyes over there too. I said, God, now I ain't gonna lie. She was finding the motherfucker now. She was finding the motherfucker, bro. But we can't have him getting weak like that on post, dog. Then I had this other brother named Omar. Brother Omar, he was a jet black brother. Very dark-skinned brother, right? We tried to whoop this nigga. We tried to whoop this nigga. We were trying to jump him. We walking through University Mall. If you're from Tampa, Florida, you know what University Mall is. That's on the north side of Tampa. We in University Mall. This like 1990. When this was 1994, 1995. This 95, probably right before the Million Man March. Right before the Million Man March. We walking through the mall. Brother Omar is a jet black. I mean, he black like Dr. Khaled. Jet black brother, right? We were just at the Mars that Sunday. You know, when we talking about white man, the devil, you know what I mean? We got to fight the beast. We got to get out there and sell the final calls and all that stuff there. You know what I mean? We got to raise money for the building fund and send money to the number 2 poor, to Minister Farrakhan in Chicago. Then we got to reach our paper quarter, sell the papers and stuff like that, and all this stuff there, right? That was Sunday. That was on a Sunday. And we had FOI. We have our FOI meetings 3 days a week. The NOI meetings 3 days a week, right? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Friday they have Jumu'ah and stuff like that as well at the Sunni Muslim stuff like that. Some brothers will go to Jumu'ah and come back. That following Saturday, I saw Omar walking through the mall with a white woman.
True.
So I'm with, it's me, my second lieutenant Craig, and my Captain Keith. It's me, Craig, and Keith. Captain Keith. I say Keith. Now my Captain Keith, he's 6'5". Tall, slim dude. He's 6'5", like 180, 185, right? I say, Keith. Yeah, what's going on, black man? I say, man, look who that is over there. I'm snitching. That's Omar. Is that brother Omar? Yeah. Is he with a white woman? Bro, and they was hugged up. They were booed up, dog. They was booed up. They was booed up, dog. Like they was holding hands and everything. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, we stepped. It's me, my Captain Keith, and the second Lieutenant Craig. We stepped. We surrounded them. Like, brother Omar, what's up? What's happening? What you doing? He said, what you doing with this devil? What you doing with this she-devil? That's what my captain said, right? What you doing with this she-devil? Omar? Omar like, she like, baby, who are these guys? Are these guys your friend? So Keith like, baby? What she doing calling you baby? He like, look, you and this brother, you and brother Omar, his name Omar, you and brother Omar, y'all dating? He's like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. Baby, what's going on? Listen, We finna whoop Craig. We finna whoop Omar ass right there in the mall. We finna go to jail. We finna beat his ass. Doggone Craig had to grab Omar right. Omar pointed to say, look, there go the police. We turned our head to look to see if it was the police. He snatched away from Craig and took our running. We took our running after him, right? He left his girl. We took our running after him, right? We couldn't catch that nigga.
True.
Couldn't catch him, dog. Bro, this was 1995, right before the Million Man March. I haven't seen Craig. I haven't seen Omar since. It's been 95, 2005, 2015. Bro, it's been 28 years. I haven't seen Omar in 28 years.
True.
Yeah. Now, this is a true story. I haven't seen Omar in 28 years. That's why them niggas, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Them niggas be talking that shit, dog. Bro, let me tell you something, dog. Bro, you'll be surprised, bro. You'll be surprised. And it's always the proest, it's always the revolutionary of the revolutionaries. Them be the main ones, bro. You be surprised. You be surprised. The one who you think, oh yeah, man, he be banging on the devil. He be riding on the devil, boy. The devil don't stand a chance when he come around, boy. He tell it like it is. He talk truth to power. That same dude got Becky at the house.
True.
Yeah. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. That same dude, bro. That same dude. That's why I don't be quick. I don't be quick to crown dudes the leader. You know what I mean? Like you be quick to crown dudes the leader. Yeah, man, it's the leader right here, boy. He the one that gonna lead the revolution online, and we gonna take it to the beast, and we gonna take it to the white man in the Peckerwood, and we gonna take it to him, dog. And anybody that's cooning, we gonna call him a coon, Uncle Tom sellout. You know what I mean? Anybody cooning for butter biscuits and stuff like that. Them same dudes that's calling you a coon, saying that you cooning for butter biscuits, calling you a Tom, they got a white woman at the house.
True.
Yeah. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious. So, bro, I know what I'm talking about. See, that's why they don't like me. They don't like me because they can't come to that with me. Look, dog, that fight the power shit sound good, dog. But my nigga, you ain't living like that. I know you ain't living like that. Now you know you can fool these other dudes on YouTube. You ain't fooling Coach. You ain't fooling Coach, dog. You can fool these dudes on YouTube. You can be the blackest of the blackest, the revolutionary of the revolutionaries. You can be Malcolm Farrakhan. You can be Elijah Garvey. You can be Huey P. You can be Huey P. Mega Evers. You can be doggone. You can be all of that. When the rubber hits the road. When the rubber hits the road, and listen, when the rubber hits the road, and you see this tall milk of magnesia in your presence, you see that smile on Tank face, and you see that smile on Booger Ray face, this is what they do.
True.
Booger Ray, I ain't never seen Booger Ray smile like this. This was the happiest man. Bro, she made his day. Look at this. Forget the music. Let's just look at the word. Boy, look how he cheesing. Boy, look how he cheesing, boy. Booger Ray, he got a Kool-Aid smile. You know what that's called? That's called a Kool-Aid smile. He got that Kool-Aid smile. He cheesing from ear to ear. Look at him. Boy, this is the happiest man. Boy, Booger Ray is the happiest man on the planet. Boy, I ain't never seen Booger Ray smile like this. Boy, this dude right here, bro. Boy, look at that smile on Booger Ray's face, boy. Boy, this was more than business here, boy. This is some pleasure. But I ain't never seen, but listen, be online talking about, we got to stick together. We brothers. Man, let me tell you something, bro. I be trying to tell you, dudes, I be trying to wake y'all up. Y'all want to call me a coon, though. Y'all want to call Coach a coon, Uncle Tom sellout. I know what I'm talking about.
True.
You ain't on code. See, brother, you got to get on code. You can't be revealing the secrets. You can't be letting people know what we really doing behind closed doors. Now you really can't be letting people know that. You's a coon, brother. Whatever. Say whatever it is you want to say, dog. All I'm saying is that smile tell a story.
True.
True. Yeah. Say whatever you call me, whatever you want to call me, but that smile tell the story, dog. That smile tell the story. And I'm telling my brother got weak. It was 1993. Bro, like, you get what I'm saying? Hey, this the last call. This is the last call for the show. Yeah, man. These niggas be talking that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this E-Money from Texas. And all day turn down my brother Keith Thurman. Clarissa Fields, you a cool man.
E-Money don't call back. E-Money, what's up, dog? hey, you know what, E-Money, you have become one of my favorite people. E-Money, you have become one of my favorite people on YouTube that call the show, man. E-Money, I'm finna pull up on you right now.
Dumbass nigga slipping like we not on his ass. Yeah.
That nigga Jerry here.
What?
Got one.
All right, man, it's on the floor. Got one, y'all. This dumbass nigga slipping.
Yeah, we pulling up on E-Money. Shout out to Ali Maddox dropping that $2 super chat. He said F marching. He ran like Lil Tink Tink. Yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. Yeah, we were gonna beat his ass. But we were crazy, bro. He did right by running, but we were gonna beat him. We were going to jail that day. We was going to jail. We was going to jail. We were dead serious about that, bro. We were dead serious about that. Yeah, we were gonna put hands and foots on him.
If I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life and take her with me, she spent a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. She's gonna spend a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. Do you think she ever coming back home to you? Let's just be honest. If I take her on a ride with the prince, do you really think she coming back home to you? I'm going to drink to that. Next Negro who hate, I'm going to snatch your chick.
Man, it is what it is, man.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
Hey, that's all I'm saying,
Come
bro.
on, man. Come on, y'all.
Bro, listen, the ones who be doing extra stuff that try to prove that I'm the blackest of the black. Professor Black Truth. Jason Black. I'm the blackest of the black. I'm so B1 and all that stuff there. I'm B1 all day. Yeah. True. Yeah, it sound good, dog. It sound good, dog. I don't heard it all before, bro. I've been doing this too long. I don't seen the best of them fold. Shout out to the almighty Al Haymon.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
E-Money called me a coon, but he probably got a white girlfriend. True. Hold on now. Hey, I'm pro-black now. I'm pro-black, but I can't let the white woman go. White women in pork chops. Let me tell you something, dog. Now, Coach, to call Farrakhan right now. I had a cousin, dog. My cousin Norris. He's still alive. He's still around. He told me that. He say, cuz, I love my assalamu alaikum brothers. I love assalamu alaikum. Y'all my brothers. Y'all, he say, look, cuz I get out there. If you call Farrakhan right now, cause my cousin love white women. He love them to death, bro. If you call Farrakhan right now, cuz, tell Farrakhan I'll join the nation right now. I get out there with them newspapers, with that hot ass suit that y'all be wearing, sweating in 100 degrees in the summertime. I get out there, cuz, with the bow tie, the hot suit, newspapers, everything, bean pies, everything. Cuz, but I'm not gonna stop eating pork chops, cuz. I'm not gonna stop eating pork chops, and I'm not gonna stop messing with white women. If Farrakhan allow me to join the nation right now with my pork chops and my white women, tell him I join right now. True. That same cousin told me, he say, you so damn stupid. All this good white cootie cat around here that you could be getting. How you gonna let a bunch of niggas tell you not to get no white cootie cat? Do you know how much these white girls want to get with a brother? You know how much these white girls be taking care of brothers like us? How good it is, and they got good credit and all that stuff there. You gonna sit back and listen to a nigga in Chicago? He gonna tell you that who you can sleep with and who you can't sleep with? How you gonna let a nigga tell you who you can have in your bedroom? For all you know, Farrakhan could be in the bed right now, at home right now with a bed full of white women.
True.
That's what he told me. Guess what? He was almost right. What do I mean by that? Joshua Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan's son, he got kids from a white woman.
True.
Farrakhan, according to what we was learning in the nation, he's the messenger of God. You know what I mean? So the messenger who said the white man is the devil, you know what I mean? And the white woman is supposed to be the devil. She gave birth to devils. So, you get what I'm saying? The messenger's son got kids from a white woman.
True.
So how does that look? How does that look, though, to the truth? So you're trying to tell me he been white with white women all the time? I've been missing out all these years?
True.
I've been missing out all these years? You trying to tell me my cousin, who was an 85er, who was deaf, dumb, and blind, eating swine, you trying to tell me my cousin was right all along? I've been missing out all these years?
True.
I feel like a fool.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
It is what it is, man.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group. Nobody's bigger than the group. Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
You know what we need to do? We're going to say a special prayer for all of the brothers out there, for all of our pro-black revolutionaries, who get weak at the sight of, especially the white girls today. These white girls today, they built like sisters. They fine. Bro, they got junk in the trunk. For some of you brothers who holding on, who get weak at the knees, you know what I mean? And you backslide, and you don't want to let the family know, especially them sisters. You don't want to let the sisters know that you backsliding, you know what I mean, with Becky. For you brothers and sisters out there who, you brothers who getting weak at the knees, we're going to say a special prayer for you.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Yeah, this some uncomfortable truths that they don't want to talk about, but it is what it is.
Who's badder than the Shogun?
Bruce Leroy, that too.
Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy.
Hey, you know what? When you catch one of them revolutionaries, booed up with a fine white chick, and you step to them and you try to get a good explanation out of them, and they try to explain it, they go to niggasplain.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumsize the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Yeah, what he said, perpetrate the Jericho's activation. What he said, all I know, we caught you with Buttercup. We caught you with Buttercup, and I saw you smiling on stage. That's all I'm saying.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
For all you brothers who be on the internet preaching this pro-black stuff, which is beautiful. Is that what you're doing, right? That's what you want to do, so be it. But you really ain't living like that. You eating pork chops. You eating pork chops. You booed up. And you know what you're doing at home. For you brothers, guess what? This is for you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Listen, this what you do. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this what you do. You want to find out if someone really, really on that like they say they is? Get you a fine ass white woman and just bring her around them and see how and just like walk away and see how he act. See how he act. I'm telling you, you gotta test him. You gotta test him, dog. You got to know because he may sell out the revolution. He may sell out the revolution now. You know what I mean? We got to make sure that he gonna hold fast. He ain't gonna sell the revolution out. They're gonna call the show, call me a coon, but they ain't gonna tell you, goddamn, they booed up with Becky. That's all I'm saying. They booed up with Becky now. You know what I mean? The same dudes. I'm the sellout, but you eating pork chops and booed up. You know what I mean? You eating pork chops and booed up. That's all I'm saying, man. Peace to the family. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's on, man. It's up by Coach Malachi Williams. I'll be flying to Omaha tomorrow. Guys. So we probably go late. We probably go live late at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna try to do the show now. We're gonna talk about Clarissa Shields. So I'm gonna try to set the show up now, send the thumbnail out, and I got another video I'm dropping tomorrow as well. So I'll be flying to Omaha tomorrow. But we're gonna go live tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So please be on the lookout for that. Please turn on the notification as well. See you guys tomorrow at 5. And then we'll be back at our normal scheduled time, probably Monday, because I'll be leaving Friday. I'll be back Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna be back in time. And then see you guys. You know what? I may be back in time. You might see me at Sunday at 3 o'clock. I may be back in time. Keep your notifications turned on. You know my motto. As a matter of fact, hold on. Before we go, I got to give a shout out to everybody who called the show. Shout out to D-Block. Shout out to Mudbone James from Philly. Shout out to Demetrius from Myrtle Beach. Shout out to Eric from Houston. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Shout out to Swat Jones from Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to Casino Light Press from the ATL. Shout out to Sheila from Killer Cali. Shout out to Fats from B-More. And shout out to Curtis from Long Beach. See you guys tomorrow, man. Once again, it's on. Hate, like, share, subscribe. Anybody want to call the show, threaten me, call me cool, another time, sell out. Feel free. I do welcome the calls. I pretty much enjoy it, to be honest with you. See you guys tomorrow. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.